How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody
I
doing?
was like, what's going on?
All right. How y'all doing? Look, Q and Colb on time. I don't want to hear nothing from any of y'all today. You know, we on time. We are doing the show at our regularly scheduled time. Colb, how's your week been, man?
It's been pretty good, bro. How about you?
Clap it up for Curtis, y'all. Clap it up for Curtis.
Hey, came in sick.
Curtis don't even know we live right now. I feel like
came in sick. Look at Curtis.
Look at this. Working,
man.
Look at that, man. You know, shout out to him. Still top brigade. All right. Lot of stuff to talk about over the week. Mike, see, I saw that slick shit. I'm shocked. Okay. All right. Relax.
We get it. We working on it. We trying to get better.
Right.
We trying to be better.
What are you trying to imply?
Hey, we can't even do that because we do be late.
Why is it that we be late? But
man.
We got a lot to talk about. We got some super chats to open up, man. Akalon comes on, says, hate to do this to Cole, but both you and Dennis are on fraud watch with the whole Kirk Cousins thing. I would give grace, but you said on the last pod it was happening over the weekend, even stood on business. What's going on with this whole, what happened here with the whole Kirk Cousins thing? Because from what I understand with the people in Atlanta that I've talked to, is that this is like, when I talked to my friend, he covers Trayshawn, he covers the Falcons. He was talking this about like, it's going to happen June 1st, right? Something going to happen June 1st. They don't want to keep him on the roster, like in the regular season, but they are going to hold out, or at least they might. So like, to me, nothing's really changed with the Kirk thing. Like, I thought there was a chance they might release him earlier just because they get the $10 million roster bonus. But I've heard a number of things on this where it's like some people are telling me Kirk is holding out for that he's holding his no trade clause to make sure he gets the extra money, which like it seems like it's a whole cluster to trade for him or to trade him right now. What's your take on this whole situation?
So when I heard that it was going to get done, I still think the trade's probably still going to get done, but I still think he's going to end up in Cleveland.
So you think he's going to be traded for?
Yeah, I think he's going to be traded for. Did you see what Adam Schefter said today?
What'd he say?
He basically said that Kirk is holding out until after the draft. Like he's not going to waive his no trade clause.
Man, can we talk about this?
Yeah, I'm like they said basically the gist of it is he's not going to waive his no trade clause until he knows that he's not going into another situation where
another team takes a quarterback.
Taking a quarterback at the top of the draft, and then you there, but they really just waiting for you for something to happen to you so they can replace you. He's like, nah, I'm not doing that again.
Kirk Cousins in this comes off like the dude who got caught cheating, who's also worried about their spouse cheating on them. Like this, because he the dude who took the job, right?
You know what though? I kind of feel Kirk. I understand Kirk because he didn't think when he signed in Atlanta, nobody thought that they were going to take Penix that high after they signed Kirk. Nobody
thought that would be the case, but he's also 35.
I get it, but he didn't. But if he would have known they were going to do that, he wouldn't have signed there.
Yeah. Well, offering that much money for him. Like, it's just, at this point, he don't got that kind of control. Is my thing. It's like, you are not the kind of player anymore. Like, even when Atlanta did it, it was borderline. It was like, well, it is Kirk Cousins, right? Like, it wasn't super thought that it was going to happen, but if you thought about it for more than like 10 minutes, you're like, yeah, I understand why Atlanta would do that. With where Kirk is right now, he's not at that place where that can matter to him. You know what I mean? Like, once you're 36, you can't be out here worried that the organization. Everybody gets a quarterback drafted on him at this. Tom Brady got 2 quarterbacks drafted on him at this point of his career. It happened to Elway with Steve Young, right? Like, this has happened to literally every great quarterback. Andrew Luck.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck, and it didn't happen to Andrew Luck, but it happened to Peyton Manning with Andrew Luck.
Yep.
So it's like, It's really a question of who does Kirk Cousins think he is at this point? Like Joe Flacco, who was somebody who sat similar to him in his career. They drafted Lamar Jackson at this point of his career.
You know who Kirk thinks he is? Kirk thinks he the man who got a no trade clause. That's who Kirk thinks he is. I ain't waving it till I know. If you want me, I ain't waving it till I know for sure what I'm getting myself into. Yeah. I can't be mad at him for doing it like this. I actually think it's smart from his perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I get why he would want to do it like this. I just don't think I have been as much like, hey, Kirk Cousins makes sense here. But if Kirk Cousins gonna be like this, I'm good. Like, all right, bro. Like, you do it too much. Like, you know what? You and Russell Wilson, it's not really that much of a difference. I would prefer Kirk over Russ, but
I think the Browns would too.
Yeah. But like, if you're gonna be acting like this, like, okay, man, let's see what Russ on. Like, because this is ridiculous. I mean, this is the shit that people expect with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, that's actually a great segue.
Also, so by the way, it happened to Aaron Rodgers when he was 35, right?
Yes, also happened to Aaron. But that's a good segue into this because the Russ thing, from what it feels like, I'm not saying he wouldn't come to Cleveland, but it feels like Cleveland is not his first choice.
No, I think New York makes the most sense for Russ. The thing is, if New York takes him, they're probably taking Cam Ward if he falls to him, though. I think all of this screens we're probably waiting till after the draft till the next move gets done. Because I don't know what Aaron Rodgers on. Aaron Rodgers gonna be on his Aaron Rodgers retreat. He gonna do the darkness thing. He gonna do that. We know what Aaron Rodgers gonna do at this point. He gonna wait. So that's gonna take a while. Without Aaron Rodgers deciding, I don't think the Giants can make a decision because I think they would prefer Aaron Rodgers to Russell Wilson. The Steelers would most definitely prefer Aaron Rodgers to Russell Wilson. At this point, the Steelers have preferred so many quarterbacks over Russell Wilson that it seems impossible that he gets brought back. Like they wanted to offer Justin Fields money. They have overly courted Aaron Rodgers. They have literally went after everybody but you.
Yeah, it feels like he's going to end up with the Giants. Yeah. That's what that feels like to me.
Yeah, it feels like that's the case. There is a bit of a red flag there with Russ because, why everybody that's ever worked with you don't want you to work with them no more? Damn, I thought it went well for them in Pittsburgh. They don't want nothing to do with him.
Hey, Streets was saying they was the players was texting Justin Fields, please don't go. Please don't leave.
Yeah, man. Something. Hey,
come on, man.
I don't think it'll be much better with I don't think it'll be much of a different thing with Kirk because Kirk and Russ are both kind of if Russ still operating like he's still Russ, okay, yeah, it's annoying. But if Kirk is operating like he's Kirk when he ain't even never been Russ, it's crazy to me.
Listen, man,
crazy to me.
You can't get mad. You can't get mad at the bag man for doing what you do, bro.
You can't get mad at that. Thug it out with fucking the worst quarterback room in the NFL again. Versus having, I don't know what Kirk on right now because this is kind of it makes me more worried about what else do you have to do to cater to this dude so he plays quarterback for you for a year because he seemed very sensitive.
I think he just don't want to. I just think he don't want the Michael Penix situation to happen to him again.
He's 37. He's got to deal with what the fuck he think a team about to do? Just sit there. Oh yeah, let's turn 40, Kirk. What does he really think is about to happen? This is not an acceptable excuse for a 37-year-old quarterback. If he were 25, oh yeah, bet, understand that. 30? Yeah, Kirk, I get you. If he was the greatest player of all time and he was 35, understandable. But he's Kirk Cousins at age 37. Brother, get a grip. Who
again.
What?
No trade clause.
You are this close from bouncing around like Joe Flacco. And he don't got a no trade clause no more because he's gonna get cut in June. So that contract you got, It's about to get ripped up anyway, dog. You're gonna have to sign somewhere. So, like, what does this matter for? Like, you might as well wait. Like, I get wanting to wait till after the draft and everything, but like, hey man, you know what's a real reality for Kirk Cousins? The Browns and the Giants both draft rookie quarterbacks because they don't know what the fuck going on with you and Russ, right? And then you're gonna have to go somewhere and have a rookie breathing down your neck. Because you're not in a position to be able to avoid that. Because, brother, you're old. Like, you're old.
The only place he could go where he wouldn't have to, where I don't think he would have to worry about that, is Pittsburgh.
No,
and to be honest with you,
Pittsburgh gonna take somebody.
You know what I'm about to say? They might take a quarterback too. So, like,
desperately don't want to do any of these solutions, right?
Like they like you got to deal with a rookie. Like, even if the Browns don't take a quarterback at 2, they gonna take a quarterback at some point. They might take a quarterback at 33.
Yeah, he gonna have to come to reality. Like if he's looking at Cleveland, like, oh man, I don't want to go. You might take a quarterback. Okay, bro, where do you want to go? Like,
the Giants are definitely taking a quarterback
because Pittsburgh 100%. Don't seem like they want him. So you want to go back to Minnesota,
where you got JJ McCarthy?
Yeah, it's like, what you want to do? You are old, brother. Somebody's drafting. Even if you was like that, when this happened to Tom Brady with Kyle Trask too, didn't it?
Yes.
Who does he think he is? Like, this is the part of this game where it's like, even if you got a no trade clause, even if you have the leverage, this is not stuff that like Tom Brady can avoid. You're Kirk Cousins. Who do you think you are right now? Like, this is nuts to me. This is absolutely nuts to me. Like,
I don't know what I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he wants.
Man, this feel like it got more to do with just the rookie taking his job, Cole. Again, I deflected what we went over last week, dog. This feel like it got something else in it. It just don't feel like it, right? Like, you think this would be a problem if Drake May took his job?
Oh, you saying he don't want?
I'm just saying, if somebody who played college football in the East Coast of the country took his job, like,
he don't want to mentor. He don't want to mentor Jalen Milroe. He don't want to mentor Shador.
Yeah, if he signed where Jackson Dart get drafted, I'm gonna have questions. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, maybe Pittsburgh will be an option.
Like, this is a bit much. Like, you don't even get to be the greatest player of all time and do this, right? And act like you could avoid this. Nah, he's trying to avoid something different. Like, he is trying to avoid something different, dog.
If we took Will Howard in the 3rd round, how quick you think that trade would be?
It'd be interesting to see if that made him not want to come to Cleveland, right?
Or if he's like, you know what? Yeah. I'll come.
I could come mentor the young man, right? I got nothing to offer Jalen Milroe, though. Whoa, why is that? Whoa, hold on. Flag on the play, right?
If we take Max Brosmer, it's all good. But if we take Jalen, it's an issue.
Yeah, look, they're gonna couch it like, hey man, it's only he didn't want the Browns to draft somebody in day 3. I mean, until day 3. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, sure, buddy. Like, again, his problem isn't that Kenny Pickett would be sitting behind him if he got traded for Cleveland, which is essentially the same thing as a 5th round pick being drafted, right? Like, it's not that there's somebody with the potential to take his job there. They're trading for him, saying you're going to have to compete with this job with Kenny Pickett. It's something else, dog. Like, this don't smell straight up to me. Absolutely does not. There's no way Kirk Cousins think he got more leverage than Tom Brady did in both of his Super Bowl winning stops. That's crazy.
Or even Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on, bro.
He ain't in this conversation with anybody in this conversation, dog.
like, come on, man. Just green light the trade so we can stop worrying about who our quarterback gonna be.
Yeah. Oh. Oh man, we gonna go another year without a likable quarterback. That's what we're staring down the barrel of. Straight up. Like, I don't think Kirk Cousins is gonna be very likable. Russell Wilson is already known for being very unlikable. What? Aaron Rodgers, we get into that sweepstakes? Yeah, we already know he's not very likable. We just gonna be unsympathetic again. Okay, that's what we about to be out here rolling with Kenny Pickett and a lack of sympathy.
Hey man, listen.
I feel like Shador is waiting to see not Shador. I feel like Kirk is specifically waiting to see where Shador gets drafted.
Oh yeah, because Shador can't be your backup.
He, like, when he says, I don't want what happened with Michael Penix to happen to me again, he's talking about Shador. Right?
He's talking about Shador Sanders 100%.
Yeah, he don't want that guy to take his job. I wonder what his opinions are of Deion Sanders' career. Wonder what phrases come up when he brings up Deion Sanders' coaching staff.
The coaching staff?
I wonder what he thinks about, Marshall Faulk getting the job. Warren Sapp being on the staff. We call it homeboy hires. I don't know what it is that Kirk Cousins would call that.
You think it started with a D?
I think he was really happy when Oregon won that game, despite never going to the University of Oregon. He was one of them dudes on Twitter. This was a win for America, bro. This Oregon versus Colorado. Like, whoa,
what are you talking about?
Wait a minute.
Oh man,
he was repeating that speech.
There's a photo of Kirk Cousins and Donald Trump smiling together, and I just imagine that's gonna be on Twitter a lot if he ends up in Cleveland.
Hey, him and David Njoku gonna be kicking it.
For sure.
Thuggin' and Republican. I can't believe Atlanta let that man walk around with chains. I can't believe.
I can't believe it, actually.
Yeah.
I actually, it actually sounds exactly like something they would do, to be completely honest.
Look, man. Look. We need to not let that happen. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna happen here. I don't think it's gonna happen here.
That's that wasn't it. That wasn't it. But yeah, man.
Ooh, man.
It's
gonna be funny.
Hey, strap in, y'all. Because honestly, I don't see how Russell Wilson feels this bad anymore. Because I'm like, well,
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I know we've been clowning on Kirk for a little bit. I still rather have Kirk than Russ.
I feel like Russ is a little bit more likable.
I'd much rather have Kirk than Russ. You can't argue against it, can you?
Because I feel it. Because I think that Kirk is better for the football team for sure. Oh God. Yeah, man, it's gonna be one of them years, dog. It's gonna be we need to watch a lot of college football this season, right? No matter how the Browns season going. I put the thing up. You saw the dude from Virginia. He was like, we was ass, but not as ass as they thought that we was gonna be. That's gonna be the Browns this year. We gonna win like 8-9 games, but
will we enjoy it?
At times, but we will take our solace because we are going to watch college football and go, all right, Lenoris, take us to the promised land, Lenoris.
Lenoris, man.
Hey, man, you think Kirk can stick around with Drew Aller if we draft Drew Aller next year? You think he'll stick around?
I think he absolutely.
He reminds me a lot of me.
He will not be here if Lenoris is the pick.
You think he bouncing for Lenoris?
If Lenoris is the pick, he will not be here.
Hey, look, all I know, if I see Kirk Cousins back up Cade Klubnik with no problem next year, I'm gonna have questions. Okay.
Hey, I was about to say, if we take Cade, he's in.
Yeah,
he's very in.
It's a great story. He's an underdog, just like me. No, you can relate the underdog to him. Why couldn't you relate the underdog with Shador? Well, it's different.
Well, it's different.
You telling me Kirk Cousins out here kicking it like Danny Ferry? Okay, like...
No, I want to talk about Danny Ferry. Them Jeff Teague stories so hilarious.
It's crazy because like Danny Ferry was wildly openly racist in the NBA. He got away with it for so long. What do he call Luol Deng that got him fired?
I was about to say Luol Deng is the one that got him out the paint because he said something wild about Luol Deng.
Hey, like, Luol Deng, by the way, but Luol Deng was like, I'm a union man, right? I will pursue this to the fullest extent. Shout out to Luol Deng, man.
Salute to Luol Deng, man.
Yeah, he was not about to let that shit slide. I bet like 12 people was like, come on, Luol, it ain't that deep. Let it slide. No. He's determined. Okay.
Great basketball player, even better person.
Oh yeah. There was like he's a locker room lawyer. Well, that sounds like somebody that's good for the people in the locker room. Sound like management was trying to fuck y'all over.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit.
How they did Jeff Teague. Like he's like, you know how they did Teague.
He hated Jeff Teague. Didn't care. Still kept him.
Yeah, out of spite. Nah.
Nothing but pure hate.
Hey man, I just want to know why this is the one that broke Kirk Cousins. It feels rather peculiar. He ain't had no problem with RG3 sticking around after he took his job. Had RG3 out here being a defensive back on the practice squad, he had no objections. But boy, oh boy, this one bugs him. Oh, Kirk.
He was not there for the Michael Penix stuff. He was not there for that.
That's crazy. Feels weird. Feels a bit off. You know?
Oh man.
That is interesting. Oh yeah, I was wondering where Luol Deng was from. He's South Sudanese and British.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's the Kirk Cousins thing. You would prefer Kirk to Russ still?
Yeah.
What about Kirk to Aaron Rodgers? Because honestly, if I got to deal with it, rather deal with A-Rod. Like, if I got to deal with somebody acting like they A-Rod, I'd rather deal with it being A-Rod. Like,
yeah. Nah. Honestly, I'd rather do with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Yeah, like, all right, man, bring your crystals, dog. I ain't got no problem with it, dog.
Oh, you said crystals. I was gonna go somewhere else with it.
He got multiple types of crystals. Okay.
A different C word he's probably bringing.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff, bro. Like, you know, we'll help you pass the test. Okay. We brought in Ricky Williams. TJ, all you need to know, young fella. Okay.
Oh man. We advocated for drug addicts to play quarterback for our franchise.
Hey, bro, it's like that this year, bro.
That's where we at. That's where we at.
This is where the 2025 class is at. Old man who we think might be racist. Russ, okay. The most unlikable man on the planet, apparently, because we are like, yo, kind of would rather have the racist than the brother. That's nuts. That's nuts.
It's nuts, but it's also the truth.
Alleged racist. Alleged racist. Alleged racist. Or future Joe Rogan show co-host Aaron Rodgers, right? Like this is just all time down bad situation, dog. Like,
listen. Give me the drug addict if I gotta pick one.
I just gotta get through a year.
we can keep them. We can keep them together for a year. We can keep them together for a year. You know
hey man, Josh Gordon had how many yards?
Bro, the excuses we would have to come up with to justify what Aaron
The
Rodgers
only
does
thing
for this
is,
franchise.
I would feel so bad for Kevin Stefanski because I have never seen two people who don't have a personality match. One Kevin and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it's yeah. That's
I
bad.
was like, all right, Kevin, request that trade, brother.
Because you know
Jameis and Kirk, and then fucking,
and you know Kevin gonna go to bat for him too. Like in the press conferences, he gonna be like, he's like, you know, Aaron only smoked crack a little bit. Like he don't do it all the time. Like, we keep it together most of the time.
I don't know much about that off the field, but I know Aaron's been a champion on the field. And he the dude who got his last coach fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still rather have him than Kirk and Russ.
Yeah. Yeah, only thing is, you know, Aaron can't be nuclear. With Kirk, I'm like, he not gonna be nuclear. He just gonna be slightly annoying to cover the whole year. Like, I would rather deal with the microaggressions than whatever it is bomb that Aaron Rodgers might drop into the middle of the seasons. Like,
he just disappears one week.
You know, like, he just dips. You know what I mean? I don't want none of that to get on Myles Garrett. Like, I'm good, bro. Like
yeah, we could just get Kirk. We could just
just go ahead. Let's just deal with the microaggressions, bro. Like, it ain't no shit I don't deal with every other day. Like,
oh man.
Oh my God. Kirk is hilarious, dog. Cause like
it's just the fact that he's so I'm not dealing with Michael Penix at all. Like I'm not doing it. Like it just makes it so funny.
It is like it's like it just feel different, don't it?
It's like what's wrong?
Like was about to let him keep the job. That's the thing. He was about to finish the season. It wasn't until he played like absolute ass for like 4 weeks until they finally benched him. So it's not like they was on a quick pull, Cole. They waited till too late to put in Michael Penix.
It's just so funny that's like his I know. I'm good.
I threw 6 interceptions and no touchdowns, and you bench me for this guy? Like, that's his gripe. That's his gripe.
I think his gripe is like you drafted this dude in the first place, but like
all that shit was cool when he was winning on Monday Night Football, Cole. This shit didn't get sour till he got benched. Like it was like 9-5. She wasn't tripping, right? Like you wasn't here. Oh man, I'm still mad about that pick. Nah, he wasn't tripping until he threw 6 interceptions, no touchdowns, like 300 yards in 4 weeks of football and got benched. That's what he tripping about. Oh, let me make sure I'm not misquoting that. Let me look up the Kirk Cousins last few games. Because I'm like, he played so bad, they had to do something. And then he says he was injured. So you
did say he was
they
injured.
put somebody in over you when you injured, brother? This don't add up at all. Okay, like none of this is adding up.
When you think about it, it's like
charges.
when you think about it, it's like, okay, what's really going on?
Yeah.
It's like, what's really going on, bro?
Like, look, we understand the majority of people are going to give him excuses on this one. And like, I'm not even trying to get him out the league or nothing like that. I'm just pointing out this man's story don't make sense. We know what this is. Okay. Like, he played 5 games through 1 touchdown, 9 interceptions.
Yeah, man, that gets anybody benched. Get anybody benched.
And he lost 5 straight, like 4 straight in that stretch, and he got benched.
Let's go get anybody. That literally will get anybody benched. Anybody benched.
They waited.
They gave you a chance.
Wasn't waiting that long. When Deshaun gave us 4 bad games, we was out game number 3. Okay.
Oh man,
seriously, like people keep bringing up, well, they did draft the quarterback. They was so determined to finish out the year with this man until he made it untenable. They were what, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 and 2, 5 and 3, 6 and they were 6 and 4 with him. He wasn't complaining. He loses 4 straight. They dropped the 6 and 8, and now he got beef.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like he don't understand.
It's pretty
Brother,
understandable.
PJ Walker would have started over you. Like you do that.
Yeah.
And you play injured. So again, feels very specific. Like, let's just watch what team he goes to and who they have on the roster, because that's crazy to me, Kirk. That's absolutely nuts. I wouldn't say he tried to put an okie doke on us, but the okie doke go work for most people, because they'll just be like, oh yeah, Michael Penix took his job. No, that's not what happened. Okay. That is not what happened. They had to put Michael Penix in. It was one of those situations where they was like, thank God we drafted Michael Penix.
Oof.
Both of you had a running back in round 4. Could you see taking one sooner? Would it be worth trading back slightly, or is this class so deep it's not necessary?
I think it depends on what you're trying to accomplish in the draft. To be honest with you, like if you're trying to get, like you could take a running back in a day 3, like early day 3, and probably be fine. Probably get a starter. Probably get a really good running back. But if you're trying to get like one of them dudes in this class, you probably gonna have to take one second round, third round.
Hey, the chat is wilding right now.
Yeah, chat's crazy. I'm trying not to repeat. I'm trying not to repeat anything I see in there. If you there, you there. You see it. You see what's going on.
Kirk Cousins.
All right.
I had to cough. I don't know what you thought that was. I don't know what you thought that was.
All right. Let's all just relax.
Oh, shit. Gotta clear that mucus. It's cold in here. That's the problem. You know, I was shivering.
Oh man.
Adam says, I am usually at work. You guys record, currently sick. Damn. Just wanted to say I appreciate you guys, all the hard work you 3 do. Appreciate you, Adam.
Appreciate that, Adam. We appreciate that. You know, hopefully we hopefully we are entertaining everybody in here. And judging by chat, looks like we doing a pretty good job.
I was about to say, this shouldn't offend anybody unless they part of the problem. Unless we say something, you're like, what's the problem with Kirk not wanting to be benched by a whoa. Seems like you are not in our target demographic, sir. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh dog. Hope y'all having a great evening here. Absolutely trying our best.
Hope you are too.
Ah, yes. Luol Deng, half a season calf legend, and one of the major recipients of an NBA team not understanding salary cap exposure. Oh, yeah. Big money Luol. Was that the Lakers that did that?
Yeah, it was Lakers that did that.
Yeah, that was the top. Look, man, the Lakers were desperate at that time. Cole don't like to talk about it, but they was thinking about paying Earl Clark, and then the Cavs did it. Okay.
Hey, listen, both of our teams were not doing so hot at that time.
I remember when the Cavs signed Earl Clark, I was like, this is the most we miss LeBron ass signing, because he's like 6'8", he wears number 6, and it's like, it kind of looked like LeBron if you squint.
You know what made me salty? After the Cavs won the title, the Lakers immediately paid Timofey Mozgov, and I watched the Cavs all year. I'm like, why did we do that? Why did we do that?
The crazy thing was like the year that Timothy Mozgov looked good on the Cavs was not even the year they won that championship. I forgot he was on that team. Yeah,
the year before,
and that's literally because they had no other option. They had to cut Andrew
like,
Verge out halfway through the year, right?
Yeah, like I was like, come on, man, what we doing? What we doing? Shout out, hey, salute to Lou Wall for the finesse, though. Salute to you, brother.
Damn,
Whenever
man, was that in the middle of the Nick Young, D'Angelo Russell?
Hey, listen, he finessed the shit out the Lakers. I can't even be mad. Salute.
And then came back again. No man.
Hey, go to the next super chat real quick. Y'all think Kirk got the Constitution on the wall? Hell yeah. Hell
Brother,
yeah.
I believe Kirk Cousins wakes up every day and does the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay.
Oh man, yeah. Kirk definitely got a copy of the Constitution on the wall.
He got the full size joint too, framed, and not just like with a little flat frame. I'm talking about he got like that 2-foot frame. You know what I mean? The box frame that you can open the joint, touch it.
Oh man, oh Lord.
Kirk Cousins and his forefathers.
And his forefathers is crazy.
You ain't never heard Roy Wood Jr. joke about that? He was like, black folk, we got ancestors. White people have forefathers. Okay. My forefathers.
Oh man.
Nah, Kirk and Cleveland. And here's the thing about Kirk and Cleveland, man. I don't know what he think about Cleveland. I don't know what his perception of it, but I promise you, he gonna be like, "Whoa, like Logan Paul's from here." Like, let me go to where Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey went to school. That seems like a great place. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, get ready, buddy. Get ready.
Thing is, he gonna be sick too because there's a lot of Coles in Cleveland Heights and Shaker Heights, but that's just not the demographic he's used to. Okay,
Oh man, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, he gonna be like, "Where's Parma?" Immediately. He one of them dudes. You know how like they be asking what side of the city you gonna live on, east side or west side? They gonna be like, he's Strongsville. Okay, he's going to Strongsville.
Hey, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful going down that way. That's close to Berea.
Uh-huh.
Berea is biracial central. I don't know if Kirk want to be over there.
No, remember that was in a reverse situation, right? Because I remember having this conversation with folks on Twitter when it happened. When Donovan Mitchell came here and realized what Cleveland actually was. He was happy. A kid at Christmas.
He was so happy.
Donovan Mitchell, they took Donovan Mitchell off that plane into the east side of Cleveland. He's like,
couldn't be more different from Utah.
Let's go.
Couldn't be more different from Utah.
He was like, yeah. I love it here, dog. What?
I don't know if Kirk gonna feel that way.
Kirk gonna take one look at that bear and be like, he's trying to stop us from getting that stadium. Like, he gonna get real involved. Battling Justin Bibb. I'm like, why are you doing this, Kirk? Nah. But Kirk gonna have the opposite experience. He gonna come here thinking it's Salt Lake City. I remember on Twitter I had that argument with people because people were like, Donovan Mitchell went from Salt Lake City to Cleveland. LOL, that's crazy. And I'm like, do y'all not know? Like, Cleveland is one of the most historically black cities in the country. Like in the North. Like, the first black in-state senator was in Cleveland. Like, a lot of the original African meetings were in Cleveland. Like, this is like, there's a rich meeting with Muhammad Ali and Jim Brown in Cleveland.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Cleveland.
Yes.
Like,
yes. People think this shit is like the middle of Minnesota. I'm like, no, brother.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's Columbus. No disrespect to Columbus. There's a lot of black folk in Columbus. I say it's all white down there. I'm just saying it's a bit different in Cleveland.
Like, come on, man.
Uh-huh.
What are we talking about?
I bet. I know when I went to college at Youngstown, everybody knew I was Cleveland. I didn't even have to tell them. I don't know if that was your experience in Athens. Okay.
Oh, in Athens? Yeah. Oh, the beef that everybody had. Where you from?
People from Cleveland. Like,
where you from? Where you from? Where you from?
Oh, you from Cleveland? You dealing with stereotypes you didn't even know existed. You're like, oh, you a Cleveland guy. I bet you don't pay for dinner. What is this?
What you talking about? And you know what the craziest part be? It'd be somebody from Akron telling you that. I'd be like, hey, bro.
Oh, come on,
bro. Come on now. You from Akron. Let's not do that. Let's not start.
You ever want to figure out that Cleveland is not really in Ohio? Go to school somewhere in Ohio. Like, you'll find out real quick. Cleveland, no, they don't really consider us Ohio. We don't really consider ourselves Ohio.
We are from Cleveland. Listen, I always said this. There's two cities in Ohio that matter. Cleveland and Columbus. Rest of y'all just here.
And honestly, Columbus only matter when they have a good pipeline to Glenville. Okay. Like when it's a lot of St. Ed's, Ignatius, and Glenville on the team, all right, we rocking. Right?
Like, we don't give a damn about Dayton. Let's be real.
I've never been happy for somebody because they had a great career in Dayton. I'm like, nah, man. Like, I don't even do that for Cleveland Heights, but that's because they a rival. Okay, like,
that's different.
Yeah, but it's Kirk and Cleveland gonna be fascinating.
Hey, what high school you think he go visit when he here?
You know what though?
I already know it's gonna be one. It's gonna be one of two. I already know what it is.
He might go to the.
He's pulling up to St. Ed's and St. Ignatius for sure.
Go give him a new turf field. He need it.
Hey, listen, Kirk. If you want me to be good with you, go to St. Ed's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ignore everything Kirk do.
Nah, Kirk gonna keep it all brand.
I'm like, hey man, what's Kirk?
It's gonna be. Is it Westlake?
Hey, listen, Westlake. He could go to Westlake.
Mm-hmm. Avon.
Could definitely go to Avon.
Avon Mentor.
A Village.
Yeah. Hey, what did Kirk Cousins come up? What did Kirk Cousins come out? Surprise us all and exclusively towards Senate League and LEL schools. I'll be like, all right, Kirk. Damn you, Maple.
Hey, we're going to take back everything we said.
Hey, man.
Oh, we're gonna be like, hey man, we're gonna do a whole emergency pod. Hey Kirk, we sorry. We ain't mean it, Kirk. We ain't mean it.
I'll be like, nah, I still meant it, dog. But I appreciate what you did.
I still meant it.
Yeah. He tried to overcorrect. No, Russ. I want to see Russ go to Whitmore's. Russ tried to connect with and say, hi, I'm Russell Wilson. I'm eating a Polish kebab with sour cream, with coleslaw and fries and barbecue sauce all over it. Let's ride.
Why you do that voice?
That's Russ. He's very professional. What you mean? Like, what are you implying that voice is, Kurt? That's how Russell Wilson sounds to me.
Okay.
No, what if Russ really try to get in with the community? Because, like, that's the thing with Russ. Russ will try it, right? Like, Russ went to Pittsburgh, got a taper. Because the Cleveland grows out a goatee. Shows up at Hey, Donovan Mitchell was at a Warrensville Maple game. That's why I was like, yeah, he loves it here. Okay.
Man, I seen Donovan Mitchell in the Muni lot. I was like, yep, he gets it.
You
He gets
know,
it.
an athlete is never leaving when they're on the east side of the city, because like you gotta love this city to be on the east side, right? Like you get the most out the city, but you gotta love it. Okay, like
Oh man,
because all the shit you work at is on the west side. Like, yeah, they build a little island out for you motherfuckers over there, but you on the east side, no, you one of us, dog. You be at Beechwood Mall. Like what? oh, Kirk Cousins at Beechwood Mall. Let's do it.
You know he ain't pulling up to no Beechwood Mall. He'll probably go to Strongsville. You know what I'm saying? Strongsville Mall's nice. He'll probably pull up there.
You telling me he ain't gonna be on that Heinens at Lee Road?
Nah. He ain't gonna be there. He ain't gonna be there.
He ain't gonna be. You think he's gonna ever dip and figure out why Chagrin changes to Kinsman?
Nah, he probably goes
with no directional change in the street.
He'll be a Crocker. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a Crocker for sure. He'll be a Crocker for sure.
Will he be at Steelyard?
No. He will absolutely not be at Steelyard.
Kirk Cousins, I have 100% pegged as like definitely recommend him Barrio, right? And there's no disrespect to Barrio. Barrio's cool, you know.
Great margaritas.
Hey, easy place to take somebody, but Kirk Cousins gonna be like, ooh, this is great. Okay. He gonna be the first athlete here that actually loves the West Side, like straight up. Like I look at Kirk, I'm like, yeah, that man would love the West Side of Cleveland for real. Like,
I feel like the baseball players love the West Side.
I don't really know much about them, but I guess like
I feel like the baseball players like being over here.
Yeah. Where do you think Tristan's house at?
That's a great question. I don't want to speculate on that because I don't want to be right. And then we just set it on stream. So like, I'll just leave.
Donovan Mitchell's. I don't know where Donovan Mitchell's crib is, but the way he kicks it around Cleveland is definitely of somebody who lives on the East Side and somebody who grew up on the East Side. I'm like, yeah, he feels like he lives on the East Side, and that is just like, I can't believe so many people misread this Donovan Mitchell situation so grossly.
I love how this just turned into a conversation about Cleveland.
Yeah. This is the conversation you can only get on a pod like this because people actually don't understand the cultural melting pot that Cleveland can be. Like,
bro, depending on where you at, it could be a completely place. Depending on where you at.
I remember bringing this up. It was the first time I had a job outside of Cleveland after college. It was like a bunch of people. We were doing a show professionally in Ohio, and we were talking about like different experiences, people from all around the country. And like, I thought the segregation that happens in the city was normal. Apparently that doesn't happen everywhere else. Where I was like, yeah, it's like very like divided. That's a North thing. Like the communities being split up like that, that's a Northern thing. Doesn't really happen in the South as much. Other things happen in the South for sure, but like that part does not happen in the South. I remember that being a culture shock to people, and they're like, "Nah, that doesn't happen." I was like, "That absolutely happens." Like,
it's 100% like what? It's 100% like separated depending on where you're at. Like some places it's not as bad. Some places it's not as bad. It's not as prevalent.
Yeah, like Shaker's pretty like diverse.
Again, right? Like Berea is very
super diverse.
It's super diverse.
Cleveland Heights is segregated within Cleveland Heights itself. But yeah, you know, the school itself is pretty diverse. I mean, just ask Jason and Travis. Okay. And then there is the rest of the heights. Bedford Heights, Maple Heights, Bedford Heights, where else? Warrensville Heights. Mm-hmm. I'll just put it like this. First time I saw more than five white people in a group in like a setting that I was supposed to share with them, that was in college. Okay. Like,
I'm trying to think like one of the more like diverse city, like Lakewood, I feel like is really diverse.
In a lot of different ways.
So yeah, super diverse in a lot of different ways. Trying to see. Somebody asked, "What is the mock draft coming?" We about to do it in a second. We got
super neighborhoods in Cleveland. That's who we
Who's your first pick?
With the first pick, I'm taking Tremont. Okay.
Oh. I'm taking Tremont.
I need something to do on the weekend. Okay.
West Park is actually like very diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see. Avon is not.
I mean, we're getting dangerously close to like the agricultural region of the city.
Yeah, like we talk about like Bay Village, Avon. Westlake not as bad as I thought.
From what I remember, Lorraine was pretty diverse.
Lorraine's pretty diverse. Yeah.
I remember there being a lot of Spanish folk up there.
Lorraine's pretty diverse.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like other places on the west side, because depending on where you go, like if you go like Bel Air area, it's like real black. Like West 130th.
All right, I gotta tell this one story. And look, I'm not gonna name any names, but my homeboy, I grew up. He's a childhood friend, right? He went to school in Willoughby. His mom was a teacher at Shaw, right? Okay. And my parents, they met while they were like in Lamar's class with my brother. So like he's a life, like they my auntie, that's my cousin for real, right?
Okay.
But not blood. But he went to school out there, Willoughby South. And we used to always like joke because we was like, yeah, we could tell because he skateboarded and like other shit that like we didn't see people in Maple do it, but like they definitely did in Willoughby. But man, that man was describing this to me one day. And I was shocked at how he described it. He was like, yeah, man, they really like had a diversity effort at Willoughby South, because one day I walked to school and it's just black people coming in by the bus load. And I was like, what? You want to know the craziest part of that story?
What?
Guess who that coincides with? Whose arrival in Willoughby South that coincides with? Who we know is famous with Willoughby South?
I can't think. I can't think. Who?
Former Brown.
Former Brown. Hold on.
Yeah. Current Kansas City Chief.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, they got good at football immediately. It's messy. But all that to say, right. Kirk Cousins would love Cleveland. Let's move on to the mock draft.
All right, mock time, y'all. Let's get it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man. Wes, yes, Wes. We about to do the mock right now.
Yeah, Wes. I'm sorry, Wes.
We about to do the mock now. Let's get it.
He's like, all right, guys.
We've had enough of the Cleveland conversation. Let's get to it. Let's get to why y'all came in here.
I can't believe MGK went from rapping about sharks on Lee to playing a guitar. That's the crazy Eminem, man.
Pull up PFF, man.
I'm pulling it up. It's being pulled up as we speak, man.
Talk about MGK.
Do we still claim him?
I feel like we got to, don't we?
We need to make somebody else in the city be a bigger deal. We need to take more pride in Kid Cudi. Like, don't disrespect the MGK, but he can't be the first person people think of when they think of Cleveland.
I mean, it's Bone Thugs. It's Bone Thugs.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like it's to everybody. Everybody gonna think it's Bone Thugs.
You think 15-year-olds know who the fuck the Bone Thugs in Harmony are?
I'm talking about people who are like around our age.
That's what I'm saying. For our age, yes.
15-year-olds, they definitely think of Cudi. Definitely think of Cudi.
I don't know. Because Cudi wasn't really relevant past our era, was he? I don't know. Is Cudi still relevant? Well, he got that Day and Night remix, but that's not really like, it's an EDM song now.
Yeah, it's that's a good. We have to think about that one. Come back to that one.
Absolutely.
Come back to that one.
Absolutely. We need, if you rap and you from Cleveland, I need you to
blow up.
Yeah. I need you to manifest something real quick. Let's see. Where is it? Right here.
Here we go.
Is that big enough for y'all?
Nah, you have to make that a little bit.
All right, I don't know if I can make it much bigger. There it is.
There it is. That's good.
Somebody brought up Illyria?
We getting way too distracted. We talk about Illyria.
All right, man. Illyria?
Talk about Illyria? Come on now.
I don't even know off the top of my head where Illyria is. All right, let's actually talk football the goddamn.
We got to put a note in. The mock draft starts 1 hour and 2 minutes into the podcast.
Somebody came here just excited to see a mock draft and found out about the underbelly of Cleveland.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, man. All right. So we just gonna start at 2.
Yeah, we're gonna start at 2. We got to do one where we just go. If a trade don't get offered, we ain't trade.
Well, this ain't gonna offer you trades. You got to work for them on the PFF one.
Oh, you got to work for him on the PFF one?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, man. Cam Ward, number 1 overall. How about this? Pick a player you want to make an argument for, because we both want Abdul Carter, right?
Yep.
But let's just, for the sake of conversation, you pick a player you want to make an argument for. I'll pick a player I want to make an argument for. I don't know. We can't have Curtis pick because Curtis want Cam. I mean, Curtis want Abdul Carter too.
Yeah, like we know who Curtis is gonna want. We know who Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis is not moving off of the Abdul Carter train. But we'll see what chat says. Well, who do you want to go with it? And I'll pick somebody that's not who you pick.
If I want to advocate for a trade down, can I do that? You're muted, so I can't hear you.
All right, bring Curtis on screen then if you want to advocate for a trade down. If Curtis can't come on screen, I know he's feeling under the weather.
Curtis, if you got a couple minutes of screen time, me you pop on the screen. Let's see.
But what's your argument for the trade now? So I don't think Curtis in here.
Click trade real quick. Let's see.
Oh, this one of them was the Jaguars are not going to trade back with this stuff.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
So who's realistically Carolina? Why would Carolina trade up?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for them to trade up either.
There's nobody here that makes sense to trade up.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be the
Giants,
the Raiders.
But they just traded for Geno.
I still think they would take quarterback. I don't think it will stop them from taking a quarterback either.
You think Geno about to be?
He about to be Kirk.
Hey man, what if we find out? All scared folk ain't care folk with Geno. Wow,
we're gonna have to have the same conversation for Geno.
Yeah, when we find out Geno got a problem.
All right, go back to the players. Oh man. Okay, so let me argue for a guy to take it to. You know what? I'm gonna argue for Travis.
Really? Wow.
I'm gonna argue for Travis.
All right. Go ahead and make your argument.
I think, and it's really just a continuation of the conversation we had last pod. I think if there's a possibility that he can play both ways in the NFL and be a really good player as a corner and a wide receiver, that is absolutely worth the second pick. To be honest with you, it's probably worth the first pick in this draft. To be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a possibility that we can get that, then yeah, I'll take Travis.
Every week I am more and more intrigued to take Travis Hunter, because what I see with Travis is people talk about he can't do this because it's never been done before, right? Or, all the other players like him weren't drafted as highly. But here's the thing with Travis, there's never been a player like him in college football history. Not in modern college football history. There have been players who have been role players on offense and role players on defense, but a player that was a star player on both sides of the ball to the point to where they were recognized as the best corner in college, the best wide receiver, and the best overall player, that's never happened before. So I get the argument that if somebody's going to break the mold, Travis Hunter can do it. I even will say that if you're the Browns and you look at what you need defensively from the corner position and what you need offensively, Travis Hunter fits on both sides of the ball. The big question is, if you're a coach, will you have the balls and the vision to do it? Right? That's the only place I have a concern with Cleveland doing it. Kevin Stefanski doesn't strike me as the most creative person. No offense to Kevin, but we've seen Kevin try to get creative. Not his best work. Right? He has to offload that creativity to somebody else. That's been my biggest criticism with Kevin. Not a very creative individual. Jim Schwartz, not the most creative guy. His system is very simple, right? So will they have the creative ability in that coaching staff to be able to see the vision for Travis? Because I think it does take a bit of creativity, right? I think you can play him on both sides, but you have to figure out a unique way of having him do that, right? I don't think you can just straight up play him both sides like he did in college. You got to figure out what packages and everything else you want to roll him in and be really creative about how you use him. I'm worried that the Browns won't be creative of how they use him, and they'll do like, oh, let's bring Travis in on end rounds. Let's have Travis come in and run a route, and the whole stadium gets excited because they see 12, check on the floor. Like that kind of shit. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. But if you are bold enough and creative enough to use Travis as a wide receiver and as a corner, it can work. Or at least you have the best chance of getting the most out that pick. That being said, Abdul Carter's comp is Von Miller.
Abdul to me, Abdul to me is, and I tweeted this earlier. If they're trying more than anything else just to make sure that whoever they draft, like this pick is going to hit, like we're not going to miss on this. Abdul Carter is the safest option at the top of the draft. He is the safest option in terms of.
He's the safest option with the most upside.
Yes.
Mason Graham, I would say, is the safest bet to be a really good professional. But I think Abdul is the safest bet that also has the upside to be like a all-pro caliber player, like a first-team all-pro.
Let me rephrase. Abdul is the perfect. I feel like he's the perfect alignment of talent of a player and can we put him in a position to be successful immediately?
Yes.
It is perfectly aligned if you take Abdul Carter. You're going to have him opposite Myles Garrett. He's more than likely never going to get double teamed.
Yeah, it's like when the Lions took Hutch, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's surprised that Aiden Hutchinson lived up to the second pick of the draft.
Yeah, you're not going to be surprised if Abdul Carter is a double-digit sack guy his entire career.
Travis Hunter will either be very talked about because he's perceived as underperforming, or everybody's going to be like, I can't believe he's doing this at the next level, right? Like there's a bit of a wider gap there of outcomes with Travis, right? You can always lean back on him being a corner or him being a wide receiver, but if you do that, even though he might be really good at one of those positions, it will feel like to your fan base a bit of a retreat, right? So it's not going to feel like that pick hit as hard as like if Abdul just is a great edge rusher 3 years from now and he's like in the running for defensive player of the year. So yeah, I think also when you look at what you have on your roster, Abdul Carter, super young, gets to play next to Miles. By the time he hits his peak, Miles will be out of his. So you can keep a lineage going of tier 1 edge rushers. Is it going to fix all your problems? No, but is it going to make your life a lot easier on offense? Yeah. You get a wide margin of error on offense when your defense is really powerful. But that's the thing with Abdul. You don't got to convince anybody of the vision. You don't have to see the plan with Abdul Carter.
You know what the plan
people
is.
Who do need a little bit convincing, but those people needed convincing on Myles Garrett, right? Like, there's no creativity needed to see why Abdul Carter would be a successful NFL player. Look, here's how I view it. At 2, being able to get one of these guys, well worth it. Well worth it. I'm willing to take the risk with both of these players. You know, Travis is a little small, injury history. Abdul Carter, not prototypical edge size, but still regular edge size. And, you know, has the foot injury. I don't really care about that. Why has that become such a big deal? He played through it.
You know why it's a big deal? Because people don't want to take him.
Nah.
That's what it is.
Cam Ward had the same injury. He'd be like, oh, yeah, what, you guys scared?
Like, that's all it is. Like, people just making up. People have been making up bullshit reasons not to draft Abdul Carter from the jump.
I could have helped. And I don't like to tweet on Twitter anymore, but I couldn't help it, dog. I saw somebody bring up a marijuana possession against him in 2025. I was like, come on now. We getting mad at marijuana possession? Like, not even the intent to sell. He just had a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
Are we upset about this still? Like,
listen,
is this still?
If you're upset about that, you're gonna be upset at like 80% of NFL players.
I'm like, you think Cam Ward stay that calm without weed? Okay, like, I don't know. Cam Ward does. I don't think Cam Ward smokes. But all seriousness, weed, dog. We tripping about weed. And beating up the boot man.
A lot of NFL players smoke weed. You just professional athletes in general. A lot of them smoke weed. A lot of them do. Especially when we start talking about NBA players.
It should be unofficially legalized for athletes, in my opinion, as a rehabilitation legal drug. But I get the NBA. Like, I don't get why the NBA actually bans it. It's not like they like a federal work program and they need to follow federal law in order to get federal funding. They don't ban a regular nonprofit, right? They don't ban marijuana. The NFL?
The NBA.
They don't test marijuana anymore?
No.
Okay, what the fuck are we even tripping about?
Yeah, exactly. That's what's stupid. Like it's a stupid conversation to have.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, but he got weed possession and he beat up the boot man.
Y'all know how we feel about beating up the boot man.
Yeah. Look, I ain't gonna be mad about that. If you upset about it, then don't be a boot man. Okay. Get a different job. Uber, just download the Uber app, brother. There's options. Okay. You ain't have to be the boot man. But yeah, that just Abdul and Travis. I think they both make sense. I would be thrilled with either one of them.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at either, to be honest with you. You can take whoever you want.
Do you think them having this Journey concert?
Yeah, they're having a Journey. Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing. That's one of that's their big song, right?
Yeah. It's Journey's. I think that's their main. I don't know. I don't think they're a one-hit wonder to most people, but like as far as the people I grew up with, that's the only song I know.
Yeah, but so that's the only song I know.
Yeah. It's a banger though.
It is.
It's
all
a banger.
Time. All-time banger. All-time banger.
Especially when Family Guy did it. Cleveland was singing that shit.
Yeah.
All right. So I can see going with either one. It does feel like
A lot of people had us taking Abdul today too. When they put out their mocks, like a lot of people had us taking.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, they're having that concert for season ticket holders, and that means that the Browns are definitely going to be taking a quarterback. Because why else would they do that?" And I would posit this: the reason the Browns are having a season ticket holder exclusive concert is because they know it's not going to be easy to sell season tickets this year. Because they about to take Abdul Carter in. You know what I mean? If it was a quarterback, they want everybody in there. They want that visual, right? Of the whole say, yeah, we got our guy. Nah, dog.
It's a private party. It's a private party
to get a season ticket because they know it's gonna be rough once they realize we rolling into the season with Russ, Kirk, and Kenny Pickett. Okay, like.
Yeah, go ahead, take Abdul.
We gonna have to take that Abdul, brother. All right, let's go ahead.
Take Abdul. Go ahead and do that.
Let's go ahead and do Abdul right there. All right, we're at pick 33. Now, this has been an interesting phenomenon because Shedeur Sanders in Pro Football Focus has been dropping to the second round. Look, I'd posit this. He falls to 26, we got to trade up and take him.
Yeah, if he's in the mid 20s, you trade up and take him.
Like, if he gets past Pittsburgh, he'll probably get to 25, 26. At that point, it's only a fourth. I would just move up and take him.
Yeah, they still got James Pierce Jr. going in the first round. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see who went. Let's see who went after we pick.
Hey, man, Membu, the climb is crazy for Membu.
Hey, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, I'm going to say something. It might sound crazy. If he ends up being the first offensive lineman taken, I wouldn't be surprised.
Neither will Pro Football Focus. It's crazy how, like, the offensive tackle class is completely flipped throughout this process.
Yeah.
Because Kelvin Banks has dropped significantly.
Oh, yeah. Membo leaped him immediately. Once we got over the process, once we started doing the draft process, he leaped him immediately as the best tackle.
Mason Graham, pick 8. That's solid.
Oh yeah, that's a good pick from Carolina.
Nick went there. Shamar Stewart, 11.
Ooh, Shamar Stewart to the 49ers. Okay.
Jahad Campbell, Jalen Walker, Mike Green,
15. Okay.
Kenneth Walker to
the Bengals taking Ibuka is crazy.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. Yeah. There's no way they
got to take a guard, right? Like they
got to whoever the best offensive lineman is. I feel like they got to take him.
Josh Simmons, but they drafted 2 tackles. Tackle last year, right?
Yeah.
Did they draft a tackle the year before? They got Mims.
They got Mims last year, and I don't think they took a tackle the year before.
Hey man, I just got put onto this. You look at the Bengals draft history. The last couple of years, it's not great, dog. They took some. Let me go ahead. Bengals.
Steelers taking Matthew Golden. I can't see them taking Matthew Golden after trade.
I mean, they're gonna have to trade George Pickens.
Oh, you think they got to trade Pickens? They got to trade Pickens. They got to trade Pickens, especially if they can't sign Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, you probably gonna have to try to get rid of Pickens.
Hey man, they about to have some poor soul have to navigate that huddle. Yeah, they took Miles Murphy. That's who the Bengals took. Miles Murphy in the first round.
Did he do anything?
Miles Murphy, we play on 2 times a year for the last 2 years. Have you heard of fucking Miles Murphy? Like, what number? Hey, chat, what number does Miles Murphy wear?
I can't even tell you.
And they got Mims last year. Chris Jenkins. Jermaine Burton. It's not looking like a great draft class.
Yeah, Jermaine. That's going to be a rough one. That's going to be a rough one.
That's their Antonio Callaway. McKinley Jackson. Yeah, it's not looking like a great draft for him. But we taking Shador here.
Let's see who else is left. Let me see who else. Kelvin Banks didn't go until
Siebel, Connerly.
Derek Harmon went to the Kansas City Chiefs. That hurts.
Arroyo, nah, we good on tight end.
Nah, we ain't taking no tight end. Running back.
Nah.
Dylan. Hold on, where? Okay, Caleb Johnson. There's Travion Henderson. Oh, Hampton must have got drafted already. Did he get picked already?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not taking no interior lineman this early. We're not taking a corner. And we already took Abdul, so Edge is out. We're not taking a safety. Yeah, man, this is if this were to happen like this, you take Shador immediately.
Yeah, I see nothing stopping me.
Yeah, this is we taking Shador.
If you get Shador at 33, it's like you got to take it at that point. Like the value is strong enough.
You just got to be like, yep, we're gonna roll with that. Not gonna question it.
Just gonna have to play somewhere else, bro.
I'm literally not gonna question it. I'm like, yep, we take Shador.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, man. We'll see what happens with them. Because, like, here's the thing: you want to, if you do this, you go quarterback late first, early second. You want to see if that's a complete disaster in year one, so you could decide if you're going to take a quarterback in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you probably play him early, right? Like, if you got Shador here, you're probably going into a quarterback room that has Shador Sanders, Kenny Pickett, and I don't know, man, maybe we bring back Tyler Huntley or some shit, like to be that third guy. But that's going to be who gets to battle it out. And you're just going to see if you got something.
Yeah. What?
Okay, let's go ahead.
Abdul and Shador, everybody happy.
Nah, people gonna find a way to be mad at this. People found a way, Cole, to be mad at a Myles Garrett extension.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Like the people who want Shador Sanders will be mad that we drafted Shador Sanders at 33 because it's like, oh, it doesn't. We're not gonna build around him. We took him. It's gonna be something stupid, bro. It's gonna be. I will never underestimate a football fan base, not just the Browns, because I think all football fans are like this. A football fan base's ability to find anger in joy. Have you seen how Chiefs fans be talking? Like, they be mad. They won 2 championships in a row. They still angry, furious. Okay.
Could be me.
Yeah. Like at this point, I think it's more of a reflection of the choices that you make as a fan of being happy or not, more so than your team's success.
All right, let's see who are the best players available here. Third round.
Cam Scatabuche.
No.
Omar Norman Lott. Let's go through position. Wide receiver, Jalen Noel.
Ooh, Jalen Royals.
Jalen Royals is there. Savion Williams. Tez Johnson.
Absolutely not.
Anybody want a piece of paper blowing in the wind?
Let's see. Tight end. Ooh, sneaky tight end pick, maybe.
Mason Taylor, Terrence Ferguson, Harold Fainen, Gunnar Farrell. And they all are right there.
Okay, we might come back to that. Let's look at running backs.
Dylan Sampson, RJ Harvey, DJ Gittens. I'm thinking 94 is a sweet spot here for a running back because I like Gittens. I like Devin Neal as a 3-down back.
Look, hey, bro, I like Jadon Blue.
Jadon's in that class. I would rather go with Trevor Etienne over Jadon. But because Trevor is, I think, similarly as athletic. Well, not similarly. I think Jadon's a little faster, but doesn't have the consistency and fumble issues that Jadon has. Also, I think he's a little bit bigger. Yeah, Jadon's like 6 foot, 200. Trevor's 5'9", 205, so the bone density is a little bit stronger there.
He's 21. He's 21 even, pretty much.
Oh yeah. I think how old is Trevor? I think that's gonna be something to look at. 20.
Ooh.
Not a lot of tread on them tires either.
Ooh.
They're really good at a high level.
And you know how the Browns are when dudes are young.
Well, it's like a great conundrum, right? Because like Tyler Warren is 23, and somebody like, where is he at? Harold Fanon. Harold Fanon is 20.6, right? He's super young. But the thing is, you look at Tyler Warren, you're like, Tyler Warren's much better. He was more productive. But Tyler Warren's 23. When Tyler Warren was Harold Fanon's age, he was not 1550, right? Like, so it's like, how do you judge this? I think that's the evaluation that age has to do with it, which is like, hey, if this guy's better at a younger age or similarly as productive at a younger age, that bodes well for them.
Let's see what offensive lineman we got.
Just saw Essery go, so I think we're probably Marcus and Bo territory. Cam Williams, Marcus and Bo, Ozzie Trapia.
Ew, Ozzie Trapia.
Yeah, here's what's gonna kill that Ozzie Trapia right here for the Browns.
Age.
Redshirt senior.
Yeah, he's
a wrap,
older.
Brother.
He's older.
Now,
so that's not gonna work.
The players that are probably be in the Browns target range: True Jr., Cam Williams, 21.4, Marcus and Bao. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct, but 22. True Jr.
Because he's right on the edge.
Yep. How old is Jonah? He's a guard though. True Jr.
Oh, True Jr.
336 pounds. Good Lord, brother.
Yeah, he moving in. He moving inside, I think.
Jeez. I didn't know the eating was that good at Arizona. Apparently, Arizona slept on.
Hey, go to interior offensive lineman real fast.
You want to see a tape there?
See if my dog there.
Yeah, tape there.
Yep. He's old though.
Oh yeah, brother. You got to say goodbye to that one. Sorry.
Yeah, it's my dog too.
Yeah. Well, y'all the same age. Omar Norman, lots interesting, really good first step. He's 23, which is a bit high for the Browns in this round, but still within reasonable ability, given that he's true senior. And he's just turned 23, right? Really good first step. Let's look at some of the interior defensive line guys.
I was about to say they said that they liked a lot of the defensive tackles.
Yeah, so I think it's going to come down. I think pick 90, Jordan Phillips,
redshirt sophomore, so he's super young.
Yeah, true junior basically. So 6'3", 320, and boy is he intriguing. This guy, Deion Walker,
21
years old,
21,
335 pounds. And here's the impressive part: pass rush run rate of 10.3.
Yeah, they said his 2023 tape was way better than his 2024 tape.
His true pass set 74. I mean, like his numbers weren't terrible. He was better according to Pro Football Focus in 2023. He got more pass rush snaps in 2023 too.
Go to his first look again.
Huh?
Go to his first look again. Do they have all his measurements on here on PFF?
We could look it up on the combine.
The math bomb thing. I always do the math bomb thing just because it's
the RAS score.
Yeah,
we
because they have his arm length and they have his they have all that stuff in there already.
Yeah, I believe he measured in at all the crazy measurements.
His measurement stuff was just stupid. Hold on,
it was like 9.89 or something like that on the RAS. All right, I got it.
What is it?
I thought I had it. Hold on.
Twitter search function is so like destroyed now.
The whole thing's cooked, man.
Yeah, like it's like it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't find it. This is crazy.
Yeah, I thought he would have. I thought he would have had it. Like
he has one for sure. Let me see his combine results. You can kind of guess it from there. He might not have done enough drills at the combine to get one.
let's see, can I search for guys?
Yeah, he only did a vertical jump and a broad jump, and those numbers weren't great. But
he measured it, right?
Yeah, 34 and 1/4 inch arms, and then 10 and big ass hands, mitts, mitts. From Detroit, Michigan.
Man,
but I think that's more of a conversation in '93. Let's get back to. So what we doing tight end here? Because tight end would make a ton of sense. Let's look at our roster right now, right? You're the Browns. You have a guard that you drafted last year in Zach Zenser that you got to see out. You took him in the 3rd round. So you have that on the roster. DeJuan Jones is a tackle option for one of the positions if he gets healthy. But you do need probably another tackle.
Definitely need another tackle.
I would say you want more insurance at tackle and guard. So I think that's why Embo makes sense here, right? Tackle to guard prospect. You try him out at tackle. If he can't play tackle in the NFL, slide him to guard. I think he'd be fine. Tight end wise, it's difficult to draft this position super high because, like, I don't think you're really at the end of your rope with David Njoku.
Are we considering this really high? Because where are we at? 67?
67 is a bit high, right?
It's kind of high. It's kind of high.
Especially when Mason Taylor, Terrence Ferguson, Harold Fainton Jr., Gunnar Helm are still on the board. We would draft all 4 of those guys and be pretty happy about it, which tells me we could probably get one of them at 104.
Or 94 to be completely honest. We can get them at some point.
We can wait on that, right?
Is there anything worth waiting for? Is the question.
Oh, worth not waiting for?
Yeah, like is there anybody we need to take at a different position now that stops us from taking the tight end?
Oh, we gotta look at safety. We need a free safety. Kevin Winston, 21-year-old junior, got injured this year. Super athletic guy.
Go to Makuba
really quick. Strong there.
Go to Makuba real quick. Do we think he'll be there later?
No, I don't. I think because if you need a safety, maybe Makuba's there at 94, maybe. But if he's not there, right, and Ransom's gone, Winston's like, it's what you want to take the bet on, right? Do we want to take the guard to tackle prospect that we're not going to have a need for in a couple of years? Do we want to go safety here? Because after Makuba, it gets real, right?
Yeah.
Tight end wise, I think the whole class is relatively deep until you get to like pick 216. Running back wise, it's like depend on what you want. You want a 3rd down back, you got to start thinking about it. I mean, you want an every down back, you got to start thinking about it here in 97 or 94, my bad.
And
this shit's stressful, bro. Like,
yeah, because when you really get into it, you got to think about it. It's like, damn, do we really want to do it? Because you don't know who's going. You don't know who they're gonna get. Who's gonna get picked.
Do we want to trade back?
Who's trying to trade with us?
Well, no. There's no real trade back.
Yeah, it's like
Pittsburgh's the best one. We're not trading with Pittsburgh.
No,
Minnesota at 97. That's just very unappealing to me. Tennessee, nah.
We taking a player.
We'll take a player. All right.
Go safety. How old is Lathan Ransom?
He's about 23.
Crazy. He's a little bit older.
Yeah, he's a little bit older. The thing that I think is interesting too, when he was younger, about the age of Makuba and Kevin Winston, those two were better players at their age than Ransom was at that age, right? Makuba, really strong player at a year younger, 90. That's not everything. I mean, we're going off of what we've seen with Makuba too, right? Not just the Pro Football Focus grade. Winston, very strong player his sophomore year in freshman year.
And how old is Winston?
Winston's 21.
Oh, so they're gonna be
Only thing is he's coming off a partially torn ACL.
Oh,
yeah. Just 2 games into the season last year, made him miss the whole year. He was a projected first-round pick before the season. The ACL tear did some of that. At 21, and he tore that ACL at 20, dog. Them repair fiber muscles all strong and shit. I ain't worried about he'll come back from that damn ACL. If my medical staff gives me the green light on him, this is a guy who was going to be in that first round conversation if he had finished the year out.
I hear you.
Super young. He was very productive with Penn State.
Penn State put the athletes in there.
Yeah, we got to make sure he wasn't there when Abdul beat up the boot man. But given if that's not the case, right, that we're not introducing a toxic element into our league, because some dudes just can't get drafted together, right? Got to make sure it's not that situation. But man, that's a real talented player right there. Super talented player. Look at his snap alignment in 2023. Played the slot, the box, and deep. He's mainly a free safety. He's more a free safety than I think the other two. Where's Makuba's snap alignment? They ain't even got it. But
did you pass it?
Oh yeah, right here. So a lot of slot for Makuba, right? And then he played free for this last year.
He played deep a lot.
Yeah, he played deep a lot last year. But before that, he was primarily slot and box, was slot and corner. So 1 year free. Both are really good run defenders.
Hey, Makuba had his best season in Texas too, to be fair.
Yeah.
His best season played deep.
He's a hard hitter. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm just drafting based off of how these guys make me feel when I watch them, I would go for Makuba because Makuba give me that shit my old ass loves, which is knocked him out. He give you them hits, right? They be clean.
Let's see.
He's bigger than I thought he'd be too at 6 foot 190.
So we either taking Makuba or we taking Winston.
Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Let's look at some of Winston's stuff here, right? Now, it's kind of tough because these are his 2024 grades. He only played 2 games in 2024, limited snaps. We can dig deeper with premium stats here. Oh, let me bring it up. Kevin Winston. Oh, shit, yeah. Snap spot position. Oh, no. It's All-Star Week, regular. Bring up his 2023 stuff. So he did some punt return too. But free. Took a lot of snaps of free safety for him last year. Wish he could test. Think that would be helpful too.
Yeah, because Makuba definitely tested. Let me see. Let me pull that up real fast.
He is strong run defender, decent coverage grades too, if that matters. Short tackler, it seems like. Super short tackler. No missed tackles in 2023.
It's just a medical thing that has me like, because that's information we don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm probably leaning Makuba right now.
You leaning Makuba. Where's Chad at?
Chad, what y'all think? What y'all think? Domo said safety. Like
so
3
Makuba.
times. He said Makuba.
Will Shepard. You talking about the Colorado player?
Yeah.
He cool.
Yeah. Iceman said Winston.
Yeah, we got.
So we got 1 and 1. We still tied. Let's see.
You know what? Let's go Makuba. He was a playmaker. We need a playmaker at the safety position.
Bet.
That was our big complaint about Greg, not Greg, but
Juan Thornhill.
Yeah, Juan Thornhill, who completed his heel turn.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, let's go Makuba here.
Makuba. Boom.
Pro Football Focus is going to kill us for that one. They like, that's not a good move at all. But
that's how you know it was a good move. All right. Now let's go back to the tight ends. Who we miss out on?
All right. So tight ends, we still got Harold Fain and Gunnar Helm here.
Oh.
Let's look at running back.
Yeah, because we need a running back.
Ooh, DJ Gittens is right there.
DJ Gittens and Devin Neal still there.
All right, let me see if there's a wide receiver that moves us. Well, defensive interior. Ooh, Deion's still there. Ooh, CJ's still there too. Ooh. All right. Did we get we skipped on offensive tackle? If Embo's here, we got to do it, but I don't think he is. Nah,
he's gone.
Okay. He's gone. And let's be real, he's probably not making it to the 3rd round.
Wide receiver, because we didn't even look.
Savion Williams, Isaiah Bond. Yeah, those are 4th round conversations. All right, so DJ Gittens, Deion Walker. Who's your favorite tight end? Is it Gunnar Helm or is it Harold Fain in here?
Harold Fain.
Well, the thing is, Harold Fain will be virtually useless for this team for about a year until you move on from Njoku.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's true. I think you can figure out a way to. Make.
What are you measuring? Is he 6'3" or 6'4"?
He closer to 6'3". He closer to 6'3".
Okay. That's the concern. He's a little undersized. He's super young though.
Hey, just want to throw this out there. Oregon wide receiver Tez Johnson said he has a top 30 visit set with the Cleveland Browns. And you know the Browns like to use those top 30 visits on dudes who could be like undrafted free agents and like late round picks and shit. Ooh, I think that's interesting.
You imagine that man with the wind?
Priority UDFA, baby. Priority UDFA.
Look, he only gonna see the ball on possessions where the wind is blowing in the same direction as his back. He be running like 4.2. Yeah. So Fainin or DJ?
Who do we think will still be there in 10 picks?
I think DJ to be gone. I think Harold has a chance to be there, but if Harold's not there, I feel fine with Gunnar Helm and Deion Walker being the 2 we decide there.
So are we set on DJ?
Not going to be there.
Are we set on? Are you positive DJ's not going to be there?
I'm pretty sure DJ's not going to be there. He's a early 3rd grade. to a lot of people.
Oh, I had to look up because he tested. I forgot he tested.
Who, DJ?
Yeah, he tested.
He tested well. 4'4",
4.43.
super young, 21.5, 6'1", 212. You know, he had a bit of a dip in production this year. Well, not a dip in production because he got 1343 on 6.5 this year.
Ooh.
Big body.
It sounds like a running back the Browns would like. Not gonna lie.
And then zone grade, pretty strong there. He's a zone running back. Really good eyes in zone too. The 40 has to do more to show up, but he's pretty elusive. And his go look up his broad jump. I'm pretty sure he's a 10 broad jump guy because he's super explosive left to right.
His explosion grade was crazy. So his broad was 10. Elite explosion grade.
Yes. Yeah.
39.
If you get to watch DJ Giddens, it's immediately obvious. Like it's like super quick.
39 and a half inch vertical.
Yeah, my man's explosive.
At
right.
At 6 foot 212.
With good eyes.
And
I
really
mean,
good.
Not Caleb Johnson, but damn, I mean, he could be
like 4.48.
Ran faster than Caleb Johnson. And the 10-yard, was it like a 1.5 10-yard?
Let me see what the 10-yard was. Ooh, 149.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let's do it. I feel good about this.
All right. So get him.
Let's go get DJ Giddens. And we're gonna swing back, get Trevor too. All right, so we're back here. Damn, the tight ends are gone.
I knew it, bro.
No. Gunner's there. All right, Gunner's here. Gunner's here.
Do I feel like waiting? Dion, man, I don't know. I don't know if I.
Let me see what his swag like.
Because I don't think Dion's really that good though.
Let me see if he got good swag. This will tell me everything I need to know. I don't know. He wore the number 0. Yeah, I'm okay with going Gunner Helm here. The swag was not impressive. Even though, look, I could make the argument for CJ West. I don't think they would do it because CJ West is old. Right?
Redshirt senior, yeah, nah.
Yeah, but I like this motherfucker, man. He can play. He's a good run defender, good pass rusher. Boy, if I had a say on a pick, I'd be like, come on, we doing this one, dog. Go draft CJ West for the homie. Okay, like
first sentence, West is on the smaller side for an NFL defensive tackle lengthwise at just over 6'1" with 31 and a half inch arms, both ranking below the 10%.
Hey, look,
yeah, man.
That's all good and all, but when you watch the Hoosiers play and they look sorry against them good teams, it was number 8 showing up against them good teams, right?
Defensive tackle wearing number 8.
Swag.
No.
That's not swag.
It's woke nonsense. That's what that is.
We got lost code to the internet.
That's woke nonsense is what that is.
It is not. Number 8 is a dope number for a defensive tackle.
Oh, man.
Good. Right. You can't be a normal defensive tackle and wear 8, though. You definitely got to be a standout player. That's my only thing. You want to wear single digits on the D line? You can't be ass.
Hey, speaking of defensive tackles that I personally am a fan of, Jamari Caldwell.
You like Jamari? What number 90?
Yeah, that's a real defensive tackle number. That's a real defensive tackle.
Damn, 6'1", 340.
Run stuffer. run stuffer. He ain't pass rushing shit.
Yeah, B gap. That's where his alignments are.
And he go get in that gap though.
He got 26 over tackle snaps.
He go get in that gap though. That's a dude you take later though.
Yeah,
that's the guy you take later. Ooh, what if I said?
Let's get 2 tight ends, David and Njoku, and let's run 13 personnel code.
Dang, you know what 13 personnel is?
I just Googled it.
Hey, what if I said I want to take 2 tight ends, but I want to take 2 tight ends later?
I think we could do that. But I don't know. Gunnar Helm is there though. Like that's going to be a future starter, right?
He did the combine.
It's kind of hard to pass up Gunnar though, right there.
He did the combine with a sprained ankle.
Sprained ankle, yeah.
That's a hooper. I ain't gonna lie. That's a hooper.
Yeah.
How
old is he? Ooh, a little old, but I think young enough.
Hold on. So keep scrolling down because there's some tight ends that's gonna go later that I think the Browns might want.
Hold on, if I got to scroll down, I got to do this. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. So get away from Gunner. We thinking about it. We thinking about it. Mitchell Evans, first one. 265. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that contested catch grade percentage.
Ohio native, the Ohio native.
Oh, Mitchell Evans from Ohio?
Yeah, he's from Ohio.
Where in Ohio?
Wadsworth. Yeah.
Ooh. That's a good football school.
And keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. See where my other dog at.
Oh yeah, my dog right here. I got 2 of them right here. Jackson Halls, Mr. Blocker. Right. Look at that run block grade.
Oh, you want to talk about blocker? Hold on, I got one for you.
Look at that run block grade, and you know he was at Georgia Tech. All they did was run that block. Okay.
No. Okay, get out of him. Get out of him. Because I got somebody for you. I got somebody for you later. If he didn't get picked yet. Hold on. Keep scrolling. Where my dog at?
Bring up my guy Brian Stone, you know what I mean?
Oh, Bringstones. Ooh.
Are you talking about Luke?
No, I'm talking about I am talking about Luke though, but I also talking about CJ.
Oh, CJ Dipper?
Yes.
6'5", 267. And you know he was blocking a lot. Jalen Milroe was not hitting no checkdowns.
Absolutely not.
You kind of got to look at Alabama receivers, like they coming out of Iowa. Jalen was not hitting those guys with consistency. Man, he was so good at the Senior Bowl too, Lachey,
yeah. Hey, bro, I'm willing to pass on the tight end right here and just scoop up 2 later.
So what you want to do here? What's moving you off tight end?
Let's see. See what we got.
Go Will Howard double up?
Nah. We'll do the double up later.
Kobe Bryant.
Listen, you could talk me into Kobe Bryant right here.
Let's see what other corners are available. Feels like our last real option. I don't know. How you feel about Noah Williams?
I don't know enough about him.
I saw him get smoked in the Mountain West game against UNLV. It's like a bowl game.
Crazy how you asked me how I feel about him. And the first thing you say is he got smoked.
But he was pretty good though. Like, I mean, not in that game, but he was pretty good throughout the season. But he got smoked in that game. 7 interceptions on the year though. 3 touchdowns. He has a nose for the ball.
Let's see.
Decent enough tackler.
That man coverage grade not where it needs to be.
Hey, look, man, you gonna play him his own. You know, well, yeah, that's the thing. If you draft him, you might as well just stick it out with Martin because it's the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? What's Kobe's grade? What was Kobe's grades looking like?
Oh, they're solid. He's a good student. Man coverage grade ain't that great, but run defender. I see Kobe as a slot.
Okay.
In the NFL. He plays outside right now, but if he gets to the NFL, he's a pretty short tackler, pretty willing. And yeah, he's a little bit like light, but he's not thin up at his base, right? He has a pretty strong base. So I think he can play slot really well in the NFL. They don't have a age estimate for him at all. But his stats only go back a couple of years. So I'm assuming 21, 22-ish.
Let's see.
Josh Norman is his comp. Thing is like, are you happy with Mitch, Cam Mitchell?
Where's Jacob Parrish? Since he's at the top, like who?
I don't know much about him.
I don't either. He's 21, so I will. Ooh, that man grade. I take PFF grades with a grain of salt, though, but
especially coverage grades.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I take it all with a grain of salt, but it's not looking great.
Yeah, passer ratings went up every year that he played. So
let's see. We already took a safety.
Yeah, I think we gotta go tight end here. It's the best value. Well, actually, we ain't go running back yet, did we?
Yeah, we took DJ.
Oh, we took DJ.
Yeah, we took DJ.
All right.
Did we look at interior defensive line to see who was left?
I think all our Deion's there. Oh, Deion and CJ West. Now, depends on who's turning the card in. If Andrew's turning the card in, I can't see him walk away from Deion Walker with CJ West. That's my guy.
We ain't doing that. Not this high. Not this high. Absolutely not.
At 109?
Nah, we're not doing
we at 104.
I'm good.
That's crazy.
Let me see. What other positions we got that we need?
Well, you want to draft Isaiah Bond here?
Listen, if you want an offensive weapon, Savion.
You want Savion?
This is about the time where I would be cool taking him.
6'5", 225.
Athlete.
Hold on. Okay, the contested catch rate is good. I hate big ass wide receivers who can't contest the catch. I can't. I would have vetoed it if the contested catch rate wasn't good. Okay. Now, Colb, do you want to explain this right here?
Hey, listen. That's why I said this is about the time I would be willing to take him.
You trying to draft Greg Little?
I'm not trying to draft Greg Little, but look, bro. 10-inch hands, 6'5", 222.
10-inch hands. Why the fuck he dropped the ball so much?
Listen, man, I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's just a concentration issue.
No, man, that's gonna piss me off.
He ran a 4.49. Look, man, and they use him as a running back, and they use him as a wide receiver. Look, bro, them end arounds might start working.
Is he gonna hold on to the ball?
How many fumbles he in? He ain't fumbled the ball that much, did he?
He ain't catch it enough to fumble it.
Let me see. Let's see what he got.
Let's see here. All right, man. We'll take a chance on him. We'll draft your guy. Let's go. Yeah. We'll draft Colb's guy.
There we go.
Boy, that drop rate is atrocious, brother.
It's really bad. It's really bad. We're taking a risk here for sure. We're taking a risk here for sure. But he is an athlete.
That is such a bad one. Bad.
Is it? Woo.
I'm bringing you out on the press conference to announce to talk to the media about this.
That's fine.
I was like, hey, Glenn Cook's going to be speaking about this draft pick.
So I'll take that. That's fine. Now let's see what we got.
Oh, Kyle McCord.
They immediately had all the
Baishul, 179. We're at 179 right now. Baishul Tootin.
Oh, hold on. Go to the tight ends because we definitely need to take a tight end now.
Yeah. It might be.
CJ Luke, my guy's still here. Oh man.
Let me hold out for a dream. Come on, CJ West. Damn.
Nope. He's gone.
So we want to do Bayshore and swing on 2 tight ends with the next 2 pick?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's get a fast guy, right? Compliment him with DJ Giddens. Tyler Shuck, feeling that?
And then
CJ and Luke. That's what we doing.
CJ and Luke.
All right.
Oh, is Luke still there?
No, Luke's still there. We good.
Okay, cool.
We
good.
good. All right. Do we want to diversity hire here? Get Tyler Shuck.
Diversity hire.
Get Tyler Shuck. Brady Cook. Who's starting for our court? Well, we got Shador, right?
Who do we think?
We got Shador. We bringing Josh Johnson to round this room out, baby.
Who we want? We want Max Brosmer or you want Tyler Shuck?
I want neither. Because we already got Shador. Let's get Shador a homie.
Which one?
Which one you want? They all available. You know, let's call up Shador. Shador, which one of these guys you need the most?
It's probably Will Shepherd, right?
LeJounte is the best player. But Will Shepherd's the biggest one. 6'3", 205. I think he relied on Jimmy the most, though, with 620 from Will. I think Jimmy, nah. It's LeJounte, man. it's so clearly LeJounte Western's the best one of these.
Yeah, it's LeJounte.
Yeah, super small. Lord. But so is Jimmy Horns like what, 5'7"?
How tall is LeJounte?
LeJounte's 5'11", but he's 167 pounds. Well, look at the combine because that's not an updated weight.
Let me see. Let me see. LeJounte.
So he's lighter.
Yeah, he is definitely lighter.
He's lighter.
He's also 5'9".
But he ran a 4.46.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
With a broad jump of a 10-1.
We can get him to homie.
Yeah, let's get him to homie. You know what I mean? I hope y'all look. Who got the most targets? This is how we know. who got the most targets out of them all? Let's see. They got that up here. I skipped past it.
I think you skipped past it.
I'm gonna have to do too much work. My man had almost 1,000 yards. Those other was like 500. So let's get him the homie. He was definitely his second favorite target. All right, now we at 254. Really, we're gonna see who we gonna give undrafted free agent looks to.
Go to the interior. See if they took my interior O-line. See if they took my dome.
I'll give Seth Hennigan a rookie camp invite along with Cam Miller.
Let me see.
Wide receiver. Rock Taylor. He's gonna get a rookie camp invite. Zachary Franklin. He's gonna get a undrafted free agent contract. Damn, they done rated the tight ends. Look at that shit.
Yeah, we had to do what we had to do on those.
Rocket Sanders, undrafted free agent. Carson Vincent.
Let's see. Interior. Scroll for me. Is there anybody
ask the homie about Clay Webb? Kai would know about him.
They got Fairchild out of here? Dang. Yeah, Fairchild's gone.
It's Jabbar Muhammad.
I was about to say Jabbar Muhammad.
He gets a camp invite.
Safety.
Jordan Hancock. He didn't even know he played for Austin.
Man. Is Hunter Warler? Is he gone?
You think we gonna have to do this?
Hey, bro, we might have to take Shiloh. We might have to take Shiloh.
Look, this is the Deion Sanders influence everybody's talking about. It's not that he gonna control shit, but he is gonna make you have to like bring in Shiloh. Like,
we might have to do that.
If Shador plays good, Shiloh can elevate from the practice squad to the main roster. Like,
hey, bro, I'll take Dan Jackson before I take Shiloh.
I would take a lot of people would take Shiloh. Listen. Shiloh is old and not good.
Yes, that's a tough one.
Howard Cross. This must be some injury with him. Good God.
Nah, we're good. Linebacker. Teddy Buchanan, maybe. You want to take kicker?
Hell no.
We got to take somebody with this last pick.
I know who I want.
Who?
We go see if they're still there. I can't remember who the fuck I wanted now. Oh, damn. Damn, we took on the tie. We should have took Ty Robinson.
Oh, defensive tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have.
I mean, we took 2 wide receivers already, so.
We didn't take 2 wide receivers.
I go Vincent here.
You take Vincent?
Yeah, get experimental tackle.
Sure. Why not?
Get a young fella from Alabama A&U, a draft pick, you know.
Let's see what we got. Let me see. Okay, I see an A, I see a B. Makuba got us that D-. DJ got an A, Savion got an A. B. Damn, they killed us on the 2. They killed us on the double tight ends. That's crazy.
They don't know ball.
They killed us on the double tight ends. That's crazy. That's wild. We didn't take an offensive lineman to the very last pick. That's nuts.
Yeah. That's going to be what's criticized about this draft.
But we got the quarterback, so I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, we got
weapons, right?
Look, people are like, hey, if you draft Abdul Carter, what about the offense, right? Like, that's the whole thing, right? Every time you say Abdul Carter, you act like you ain't got no other goddamn picks in the draft. What about the offense? Here's what we did with the offense. Shador Sanders, y'all like that? Cool. DJ Gittins, y'all like that? We got a big-ass, fast-ass wide receiver. Can he catch? I don't know.
He'll be fine. He'll be all right.
Like Cole says, he'll be all right. Bayshul Tootin. Fun name, fast guy. You know what I mean? Fun running back right there. We got CJ Dipper. We got 2 tight ends, and we got a homeboy. And then we got a tackle. You know, we got a tackle.
You're no confidence when you say it like that.
We got a tackle.
Voice all high.
We got a tackle, dog. You know?
We got a tackle.
You know what I mean? We got somebody to run them damn end arounds in LaJohntay Wester.
We got a tackle.
Got a tackle, dog.
We did what y'all told us to do.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, what you mean we ain't dressed the offensive line? We took somebody at 254.
I feel like we should do a different simulator just because PFF simulator is so weird.
Yeah, because we got Shador in the second round.
Like, come on, brother. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It started like this and it's ending like this. Because when we first started doing these mocks, Shador would be there in like the second round all the time.
Hey, go to mock draft simulator. Go to the mock draft. What's it called? The what's the?
You talking about Pro Football Network?
No, definitely not talking about Pro Football Network.
The mock draft.
Mock draft database. Mock draft database.
Yeah, if we do a quick mock here, we really
because
all right, I think you're back. What did you say?
Yeah, like this one is their simulator is way different than PFF's. Way different. They go fast, yeah. And then you gotta hit start at the top. Boom.
Oh, they took Abdul Carter, them bastards. All right, guys, do we take the quarterback? Do we take the quarterback?
I mean, yeah. If Cam's there, I'm taking Cam.
Let me tell you something. Veto. Okay.
You took Travis?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Good.
You know if Cam if Cam was there.
The only reason we think Cam got to be the pick and two is because we've been talking about Cam being the pick and two. My man, I feel like his upside is Baker Mayfield. I'm not doing that at two. I'm good. I'm taking Travis Hunter.
Go to all.
Y'all just gonna have to be mad for 3 months, dog. Okay.
Hit all so we don't take another quarterback. Or so we don't take a quarterback. My fault.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. We got some decisions to make.
This is a dilemma. This is a dilemma right here.
Let me tell you something, man. Nick and Memori.
Oh, you talking about Nick?
Like
I ain't talking about Nick.
To me.
I ain't even talking about Nick.
No, Josh Connolly's there. Marion Hampton's there. Donovan Jackson is there.
Convince me not to take a Marion Hampton right here.
I think there are better fits for the Browns offense at the running back position that you can get later. He's a good gap running back, but the Browns aren't a gap team. We're moving back to wide zone. I don't think he's a great wide zone fit.
He's so good, though.
But I mean, look who's on the board still. Travion is still there.
Quinshawn, Caleb's still there. Yeah.
Scatter move, you like that? You know, DJ
is
Devin Neal.
still there. Yeah.
ETN. I mean, if you like a big, powerful, bruising motherfucker, Damian Martinez is right there.
You know what?
If you like somebody who just crash out every run play, you got Quinshawn. Quinshawn. He already got a nickname.
Josh Connolly at 33.
Josh Connolly?
Starting to feel like what I would do.
Would it piss everybody off if I went safety and corner wide receiver to start the draft?
It pissed everybody off.
No. I know you know it already, but just refresh the audience on what Nick Emmenmori's combine looked like.
Whew. That's all you can say. He had an RAS of 10.
Yeah. Myles Garrett had an RAS of 10.
Freak of nature.
How do you pass that up?
Ooh, it's hard. They need a tackle though. Ooh. But if we go on BPA, you take Nick.
Oh, wait. 21 years old too.
Yeah, man, he's young and he's an elite athlete and he's good as fuck. He's a top 10 player.
Let's just read off some of this stuff. He's 6'3", 220, by the way. With 32-inch arms. As a safety, he's been first team all SEC, so he's a solid player. Ran 4.38.
At 6'3", 220. Ooh.
With a 43-inch broad, with the 43-inch vertical. Bro, that's like Donovan. What did Donovan Mitchell do in the vertical? Hold on, wait.
Oh man.
I swear to God, if he got a higher vert than Donovan Mitchell, we got to draft him.
Dog, he's insane.
Dog, he's got Donovan Mitchell had a 40.5-inch vert. And that's a vertical. That's a vertical leap. That's not the vertical. His no step vertical was 36 inches, 36.5. And that's Donovan who could get up.
Bro, 40. You said his
43?
is what? 43, dog.
40. He's got legit dunk contest NBA bounce. And the broad jump's ridiculous, 11.6. What was his snap alignment like? Hold on, let me see where he played. Because the only thing with him is that he would play a lot of the stuff that like Grant Delpit does.
Yeah, I don't think he's
a
been.
benefit because you could free up Grant to play a little bit more free.
I don't think he played. I don't think he played free a lot.
Yeah, I think
I
he
could
was
be
more
wrong.
of a strong safety at South Carolina, but let me double check that. That's the only thing stopping me from just sprinting to turn this fucking card in. Unless he got like a criminal background, like a real one, which I don't believe so. But let's see here. NCAA. A 43-inch vert, like that's Ja Morant hops.
For real. That's
That
like
is
Bron level.
Somebody look up
That's
Ja
like
Morant standing vert.
that's like peak LeBron James vert.
No, that's like, bro, you sure you ain't got a jumper? like a lot of football players say they could be in the league, but like, oh man, like he might have been.
No, he could have been a point guard for real.
He could have been a point guard. He could have been a 2 guard because he's strong. All right, snap alignment. Let me go look this up. He was about he did about 200 snaps free safety. He did 400 in the box.
Okay.
So you could think of him as kind of a JOK replacement while you wait for him to come back. You can kind of play him linebacker safety. Then you could have your playmakers be close to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I'm talking myself into this. Jim Schwartz, do your fucking job, brother.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to make use. Okay. Brown's Twitter is furious at this draft. Okay. And then we're like, we're gonna trade out 67 to get this 6 next year.
Hold on, what's that offer?
71 and 131 for 67.
Oh yeah, you do that. 100% you do that.
We are having the all-time piss off Browns Twitter draft right now. Right, oh, we gotta entertain it, dog. Jalen Milroe. He's right there. Oh, Elick.
Yo, that's my dog too.
What else is on the board? Hold on, wait. What? This is crazy. Tate's there.
Bro clicked on punter.
I'm just clicking through everything. Mason Taylor.
Mason's still there.
Yeah,
Alfred Collins there. Ooh, Ty Robinson later though. Let's see. We already took Travis, so we got to worry about corner. Tackle. What we got? Okay, we ain't got to worry about. We ain't got to worry about tackle. I guess we should look at edge. Yeah, you can ignore safety because we got Nick. So it's either
Jalen Milroe or Elick. You know what, dog? I can't pass this up. Elick.
What about Caleb? What about Caleb Johnson though? Because we need a running back. We can get a running back later, but
yeah, we ain't getting nothing close to Elick A. Manor.
Yeah, take Elick.
This pick. Like, there's nothing close to that.
Yeah, take Elick. We good.
Like, all right, Twitter can shut the fuck up now.
Caleb Johnson just went, and Ty Robinson just went. Damn.
Oh yeah, now that's a more accurate placement for Ty Robinson. No, I'm not trying to pick up an extra 7th.
No, I don't need all them extra picks.
Yeah, we good.
What we got?
All right, so we got Elick. All right, let's look at running back. Dylan. Oh, Jalen gone.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely don't pick everybody off.
Yeah, do we go Will Howard here?
Let's see what else we got.
Gunnar Helm.
Oh, Terrence Ferguson.
The injury history scares me.
But he's really good.
Well, no, that's a Royal. My bad. A Royal's the injury history. Ferguson's fine.
Terrence is good, but D-line, Shamar Turner,
CJ West. Oh, Jordan Phillips.
We still got 104, so we can think about that later. Running back, it's probably is it time, or can we wait on DJ?
I think we can wait till 104 with DJ because I'm fine taking Devin Neal.
Okay. So what we got? What else we got?
Hey, bro, they just gonna have to figure this shit out at the office. I might go Jalen Rivers if he's there. It's 131. We already took wide receiver, so this is a bit early for tight end or running back. I'm fine with Jordan Phillips here.
Man, low key, I think I want Ferguson.
You want Ferguson?
I think I would take
most athletic tight end.
I would take Ferguson here if he was there.
All right, I thought to take Elick, and I did Debo the first 2 picks of this draft.
I was about to say you did, yeah. So I'm gonna start Debo here. Okay, what's the trade? What's the trade offers? What we got?
A bunch of picks next year.
No,
a 5th and picks next year, and a couple extra 6.
Nah, I'm good on these trade downs. Let's see, running back.
But DJ's still there.
DJ's still there. Do we want a chance at that 130? Well, no, he's not gonna be there at 131. That's way too many picks. Yeah, he's not gonna be there. D-line. Shamar Turner still there.
CJ West, Jordan Phillips. Like they're better.
They all still there. Linebacker. Okay, nobody I need to take. Nobody I feel. Nobody.
You don't like Stutzman?
I like him, but like, yeah, I'm good. Corner. Nah. We don't have to look at safety. We don't have to. Well, I guess we could look at edge.
I think we need to start addressing the defensive line. I think this would be a good place.
Click edge for me real quick.
Oh, God, I don't think anything's here.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys. I mean, Kyle Kennard.
This looks like we're bringing back Zadarius Smith.
Yeah. D-line. Jordan Phillips. Now we wait. We see who we coming back.
Damn.
Damn it.
I mean, like, you can't pass this up, right? For one pick?
I mean, for one pick. That's how we gonna make all these picks.
I mean, we got to, right? How am I supposed to pass that up? Like,
all these fucking picks. Nah, bro, but we already got too many picks. I'm gonna lead the stream at that point.
All right, we going Devin Neal?
Yeah. $169, $170, $173. All in a row. Like, what the fuck? Just ignore the trade offers at this point.
All right. I kind of want to go Trevor here.
You can. Might as well all these extra picks.
Let's go Trevor.
And we'll say we pick it right after. So, like, what else we got?
You want to go Lachey here?
Hold on. Go to interior office line. Oh, we missed out on Fairchild again. Damn, bro.
You see how the board differences are crazy? Because Carson Vincent is 185 on this one. He's like 285 on the other one.
Yeah, it's crazy. You said Jalen Rivers, right?
Yeah, let's do Jalen Rivers.
Yeah.
He's going to be a guard in the NFL, but
they need a guard. It's fine. And then now we do Luke Lachey.
Lachey.
Let's see.
Who you like better, Kyle Williams or Ricky White?
Kyle Williams.
Good athlete. Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if I could get Kobe King now. Damn.
Gone. Hey, Dumas Johnson.
All right.
That's my guy.
Yeah, we could do Dumas Johnson here. Wide receiver. Oh, we ain't take a quarterback.
We
We might as well just say fuck it now and commit to it, right?
Like, this gonna be the perfect place for Kirk. Let's see.
Hey man, Ty Hamilton. Let's make the fans happy.
yeah. We need to get an Ohio State player in here just so the fans are okay.
Let's go ahead and get Ty. It's a championship Ohio State Buckeye right there, you know. If Ricky White is still here at 216, I mean, why not?
Why not?
Bro, we drafted like a fourth of the team. This is an expansion draft.
And then who do you even take? Hold on. They want a quarterback. No, they want a quarterback, right? They want a quarterback, right? Go to QB. Fuck it. Max Brosmer.
How about Bazelak? Brett Gabbert? Ethan Garbers?
We just pissing people off. Go give me Max Brosmer right here. There's your quarterback. There's your quarterback.
You want to get Max Brosmer?
Max Brosmer.
People going to think he's going to be, just because he got picked at 255, we're going to deal with the whole offseason of people being like, it could be Brock Purdy.
It could be Brock Purdy. That's our Brock Purdy right there.
I'm not going to lie. This is our craziest draft.
Yes, this is our fuck it. Like, this is our fucking draft.
This is a wild ride. A wild ride. Travis Hunter at 2, which I think we would spend all day debating about. Nick Emenwari at 33, which I think, again, is another pick people are going to spend the whole day debating about. Elick Aguimanor at 71, though. Everybody going to be like, all right, you got to take that. Right? Terrence Ferguson at 94. I don't think that one's controversial. Jordan Phillips at 104. I don't think that one's controversial. Devin Neal, Trevor Etienne, Jalen Rivers. The rest of this draft is pretty non-controversial until we get to Max Brosmer. Well, boy, these first 2 picks.
Yeah. That's gonna make people mad. That's gonna make people mad for sure.
Look, but you will have the 2 best athletes in this draft class.
When we have a dominant defense, you'll thank us.
Hey, the most athletic defense you've ever seen. Do your job, Jim Schwartz.
Oh, man.
Someone complain about a 3rd-round receiver. If that 3rd-round receiver is Elick Aguimanor and somebody's complaining, I'm like, all right, bro, y'all just don't like. Okay. Let's see. We got some super chats in here. Y'all think Kirk got, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the last one we did.
See.
And then it's after that.
Did we get this one?
The one above it.
Someone said, I'm from Cleveland, not Ohio.
I'm from Cleveland Heights, Cleveland, not Ohio.
Sorry, Cole. Someone was trying to argue with me in your Twitter replies about the Browns having just average QB, not being any different from what we got last season. I gave up on it. Hey, we were so far below average.
we had the worst quarterback play.
We had the 2 worst quarterback EPAs in the NFL.
Like we had worst quarterback play in the league level quarterback play last year. It definitely wasn't average. If it was average, they wouldn't have won 3 games.
If it was average, we would have beat the Eagles. Okay,
like if it was average, they're probably like a 7, 8, 9 win team last year.
What's the dumbest thing a rival school did to your guys' high school when you went there? For me, once our rivals spray painted multiple places, including our school and stadium, and they misspelled their own school's name.
Damn, that's extremely dumb.
You got any fun rivalry stories?
We didn't have anything too crazy happen that I remember.
Here's what I'll say. When I was at Maple, all our rivalry games got moved to Saturday at noon.
Damn.
Because they started. There's no fun rivalry stories. Man, you know how cold, like this is how like much empathy we lack as teenagers. Because I remember this teacher was trying to tell this story, and he brought his wife to the game. You know, the big rivalry game. He been teaching at the school for a while. He brought his white man, a white lady, and he was like, "Yeah." Then the shots went off, and we had to hit the ground, but she couldn't hit the ground because she was pregnant. And the whole classroom burst out and laughed. And I was like, this is really not funny, y'all.
That's not funny at all.
She tried to like go down on her stomach, but she couldn't go down. So she was like freaking out instead of like getting on her back. And I was like, that's just really tragic.
Yeah, that's
But the rest of them teenagers cracked up. And that man, I don't think he stayed at Maple much longer after that. Like, we made a Republican that day.
So next super chat.
That man in Kirk Cousins group text right now. Yeah, man. See. What's the dumbest thing? Ray Rag says, I saw someone today use the Bootman rant as a negative against Carter. I wonder what Kirk Cousins think about that Bootman rant. Because on one hand, he's Kirk Cousins. On another hand, he did live in Atlanta. Okay.
Listen.
And let me tell you something. The Bootman has no prejudice. Okay. Like,
if people are using the Bootman rant as a negative thing about
that like, says more about them than it does about us.
Yeah, like that's not a real thing that people care about. That's okay.
I stand for the Bootman.
Like, okay, bro. Okay.
All right, are you back in the yellow?
like, cool.
Back in the boot.
Back in the boot is back in the boot is crazy.
Back the boot. Okay. Being a bootman bootlicker is a crazy choice to make in life. That's all I will say. It's crazy enough to be the bootman. To bootlick the bootman?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. He not gonna take that shit off your car for free, shawty? Like,
in a situation where all players only reach what you think is most likely worst case scenario for them is who would be the best at the top of the draft?
Mason Graham.
Yeah.
Mason Graham has the lowest floor, I think.
You mean highest floor?
Oh yeah, the highest floor.
Highest floor. Yeah. Like if they become whatever the worst outcome is for them, I think at worst Mason Graham is going to be a really good defensive tackle.
The ward breakdowns are like watching someone with a master's degree in math struggle with multiplication. You're supposed to be nicer. You know what it's like? It's like watching J.R. Smith play football. Because you're like, why in the world would you do this given the situation you're in? Like, and that's the thing with Cam Ward, and I think why he rises in this part. You're separated from the situations that these plays happen in, right? Because you're just watching them on all 22. You're really disconnected from when it happens. But when you are watching this shit in the context of it, and you're up 8 points against Duke, and he throws an interception across his body. That shit is gonna drive you fucking nuts. And that's the stuff with Cam Ward. I'm like, see, we if you didn't love Jameis because he did this shit. Jameis was at least doing this stuff at Florida State as a 21-year-old. He's 23 and he's doing this. He ain't growing out of it. That's my thing with Cam, where I'm like, the decision making is just too wonky. In the high pressure moments of the game, especially. Like at some points, Miami decided they didn't even want to deal with it. They just started running RPOs. Take his decision making out of it.
That man is a big play hunter.
That's like another thing.
He is going
if you
for
put anything shiny on the outside, he's gonna throw it. Like again, there's a lot of Jameis in there.
Like big play hunting is what he is doing at all times. Just, I don't know.
Are we lower on Scatterboo now? I don't think he's a fit for the Browns run scheme. That's it. I like him.
I like him. I think he's tough.
Yeah, tough guy. He's gonna be real annoying in Pittsburgh.
I think he's a good receiver too. I wonder how fast he is actually, and like not in like he's a white running back kind of like way, but like just like I want to see him test and see how fast he is.
Iceman the boss is crazy, bro. He said Walker built bad, ice cream cone body,
high pad level. Those are scout notes right there. Ice cream cone body, high pad level.
Built bad. The swag wasn't there. He wore number 0, like it just wasn't there. Abdul and Emma Warrior would be the scare. Could you fucking imagine?
Man, it would probably be like you probably think they had 13 players on defense.
Hey, let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson is going nowhere. Okay. And Nick, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. If you get drafted to the AFC North, just watch the Lamar Jackson tape because that's all they're gonna have you do. Number 8, you follow him. Okay. And look, if he gets drafted to the AFC South, 6'5", 6'3", 230. We expect you to tackle Josh Allen, son. I believe he did a crazy bench press too.
I think he did.
Yeah, 20 reps with long arms. Yeah, bro. You're on Josh Allen duty, buddy.
No, did you see what CJ did?
No.
In the bench, the tight end for Alabama.
What he do, like 30?
It's over 30.
Damn. How long are his arms?
I have to double check, but I looked at that, I was like, oh.
I don't know why I thought CJ would look different than what he looked like.
What you think he looked like?
I thought it was a brother.
Nah.
32-inch arms. 32
reps.
Ooh.
Strong.
Ooh. Hey man, I don't know what's more impressive: 32 at 256, or being 225 and doing 225 20 times.
Yeah, man. I don't
My
know.
God.
260 and doing it 32 times is crazy.
Yeah. No, it's nuts. It's nuts. Jalen Ramsey, just to get this context, Jalen Ramsey, we think of him as a big physical corner, right? 8 reps on the 225.
Yeah. That ain't what got that man paid. It's
well,
I'm
saying, like, Jalen Ramsey is not physical, right? He plays the slot for a while. 8 reps. That is how heavy 225 is. So doing it 20 or 32 times, it's madness. Most in shape people can't do 135 30 times. They get tired.
Man, 32 times, it's just
incredible endurance.
That's nuts.
All right. Well, we got anything else to add? I think we have hit all the supers. Oh, yeah. Healthy JOK. Someone said this is Comp Peyton Hillis. No. I think I don't know what his comp is.
I don't either.
I think somebody was the dude used to play in Pittsburgh, played in Carolina for a while, was at Pitt. I know all this shit about him but his name. I thought his name was like James something. James Conner.
I'm about to say he plays for the Cardinals.
Yeah, James Conner. That's a comp. What do you guys think of the Bengals extending Chase and Higgins? What do you think about that?
I mean, I think they should have done it. I think they should have done it a couple years ago. Would have saved themselves some trouble, but they did the right thing.
Yeah, because they could have got Jamar at 35, and if they would have got them under, because they got T at like 828, which I think is a good value for them. So they could have saved about like $8 million doing this a little bit earlier. Maybe you can get T at 26, save about 10.
You could have got T for a lot less than 28, I think, if they would have did it early.
Not last year. Last year,
if
T
they would
would
have
got like 27.
I think if they would have got ahead of it, they could have got T for a lot less than that, but they didn't get ahead of it.
Yeah, because I hear T's, the money thing wasn't that important to T.
Yeah, they could have got T for a lot less than that, but they just waited too long. But they still did the right thing. Like, you got to keep both of them.
Well, I think you can make the argument for losing T because I think Joe Burrow's good enough to where you can lose T Higgins and really not miss that much offensively. I think the Bengals are at their best when they give Joe Burrow a really good defense, because with Joe Burrow, your offense is always going to be fine. I think that's
I do wonder how that defense is going to look now.
Their defense could be atrocious because if they lose Trey Hendrickson, it's bad.
I mean, they said they're going to try to keep Trey. So I mean,
I don't know how they're going to do it.
They paid T and Chase. Maybe they're going to stop being cheap.
I mean, it's not even a matter of paying them, right? Because you got to have the cash to be able to extend some of these contracts the way the other teams do it. I don't think they're going to be trying to do that. They got 70 on the book for T and Chase. They're going to have 70 on the book for Joe Burrow. So that's 140 right there. Well, you got to give Trey at least 36.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I don't think they can afford that.
I would trade Trey, but I heard that apparently the report is like the asking price for
it's a first round pick.
Trey is something stupid, and teams.
If I were Buffalo, I would do it. A late first for Trey Henderson. He had like 25 sacks last year.
Yeah, 17.5. But
like that's more than the Buffalo Bills edge room had combined.
I hear you.
Like I would do it. I would do it without even thinking if I'm Buffalo. That's all they want is a one.
I wouldn't
take the one. What am I going to get with that? What am I going to get with pick 30 that's better than Trey Henderson?
Nothing. It's the fact that I have to pay him after that too.
I'm fine with it. You just paid Von Miller. You got off that trash ass contract with Von Miller was what, 20?
I don't know if I was.
Hey, bro, what you trying to do? Pay Gregory Rousseau or just Trey Henderson? I just rather would do Trey.
I ain't trying to give Trey 37 a year.
Trey 30. I mean, he's been double-digit, high-teen sack guy the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Like if his name were Max Crosby, would we look at this differently?
Probably.
If his name were TJ Watt, would we look at this differently?
No, I would try to.
The production's been better than TJ Watt.
I was about to say the Steelers ain't paying me.
Hey man, if I'm Buffalo, I would do that in a heartbeat. But they got Joey Bosa over there. Yeah, it's a real Buffalo defensive line right there. You know, call it the snow plow.
All right, let's get to the shout outs. The fucking snow plow. All right.
You don't like the snow plow?
Nah, I don't like that one.
You don't like the snow plow? Why not?
Nah, I ain't like that. The snow plow.
You know what I mean? Get Trey, Joey Bosa. Well, Joey gonna get you, 6 sacks a year? Trey gonna get you, 13, 14? And you've been hitting your head on the Kansas City wall. You just saw the Eagles beat them with the dominant defensive line. You gonna say no because you trying to hang on to the first for what?
Who knows? We're gonna find out.
For Kenneth Grant, like, nah, fuck that shit. Trade for him. Okay, like
Kenneth Grant, man.
Yeah, trade for him. I would do that in a heartbeat. I would even think about it. Cincinnati called me, first round pick, Trey Henderson. All right, let's do it. Get Trey on the phone, give him his $30 million, get an out after 2 years. I'm good. You got Josh Allen in his prime. You got to do something to win now.
Oh.
Well, y'all arguing about the quarterback position. Oh, Mary Kay thinks they're going to just take a quarterback period.
Okay.
That's such a weird report because what team decides like that?
No team does that.
What team is just like, I don't care who's there at 2. We're gonna take a quarterback.
It's not what they're gonna do.
It's like, okay,
It's not what they're gonna do.
that's just not how that goes. But we'll see. What do you think Miles was hitting at?
No idea.
I think he was saving face. That's my guess.
He was too.
Yeah.
I think it was too.
Yeah, you know,
like,
you signed the contract, everybody rose to you by wanting to win, and then they ain't do shit but bring in Kenny Pickett. You gotta you gotta be like, yeah, I know more than I do. Right? Save some face right there.
We'll see. We'll see who the QB is.
Now he's setting himself up. Because if he did all of that and they bring in like Russ,
even worse, he did all that and they draft Jalen Milroe.
It becomes Hugh Jackson, trust me. Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm Miles, man, I just don't even play into it, dog. Let them make their jokes. You just make your money, brother. Don't even try to get your win back on that. Let that shit rock, bro. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get like 18 sacks next year and everybody will shut the fuck up. Right? Like, it'll be fine. But yeah, man, anything else we got before we head out?
Just shouting out the homies, really. Steel Toe Gang, shout out to them, obviously. Anime Gang, shout out to them too. Solo Leveling comes out Saturday. We eating good.
How long have you been promoting Solo Leveling on this show?
I will promote
like
Solo
third
Leveling
week straight.
I will promote Solo Leveling.
I thought this shit was out already. I'm like, you've been talking about Solo Leveling for 3 weeks. It don't come out till next week.
No, it's every week. You got to watch it every week.
Oh, okay.
It gets better. It get better every single time.
By the way, I just caught up on Severance. You know what I mean?
Are you all the way caught up for the finale?
I'm all the way caught up. Patiently waiting for this finale on what, Friday?
Yes. Really Thursday, but Friday, yes.
Hey, I will be there no matter what.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for... Hey, do you watch Invincible?
I have been telling myself to watch that show since it came out. Because it came out during the pandemic, right?
You gotta.
It came out around the same time as The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. It's on my list, but I have not seen a single episode of it.
Oh, Q.
Yeah, I know. I heard it's good.
The finale? No, they have the IDMB rankings. Like, you know how they rate, like they rank every episode of every television show.
Mm-hmm.
The finale for season 3 of Invincible got a 9.9 out of 10. Oh, that shit! Damn. I gotta rewatch it. It's so good.
This is crazy, man. Come on, Drake ain't done nothing worth talking about in weeks. What are we still shooting at him? He's dead. Like,
come on, man. What are we doing?
Damn, man. We using Drake as the new Leonardo DiCaprio.
But yeah, there was a Leo joke right there. You went straight for Drake.
He said, "Fuck that shit."
You could have said Asian drafts like Leonardo DiCaprio dates, and everybody would be like, "Yep, that checks out."
Yeah, because like at least you're not talking about nothing like illegal, just morally dubious with Leonardo DiCaprio. You are forcing me to think about some very different allegations when you bring up Drake.
Man, all right, come on.
Yeah,
everyone is of legal age that Andrew Berry drafts.
And not just legal age, legal drinking age. Okay.
Like,
sometimes. Mike Hall was 20.
It was like he liked to get him at 20. You know what I'm saying? He liked to get him at 20.
When you say draft pick, how young are we talking?
Hey, some people not gonna catch that. Some people not gonna catch that one. Oh shit! Oh, some people not gonna get that reference, dog.
Look it up.
Oh,
man.
That man is exactly where he needs to fucking be.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
a Touré face.
like,
Oh don't know how it wasn't all over at that moment.
Bruh, how did he survive that, dog?
How young we talking? That is the most guilty answer of all time.
All time, bro. It's right at everybody's face, bro. It's right in everybody's face the whole time.
Oh shit. All right, y'all. Well, we're not gonna top that. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.